there's rules if you're a ghost for becoming a hull. Nick could potentially end up becoming Megaton.
Hey!
Oh, never mind. I'm saying you could become an Undertale. The rules say if a character's killed off, you can keep playing them as a ghost. And if you're playing as a ghost, you can become a hull, which is a ghost possessing a robot, which is basically what Megaton Undertale is.
Aww.
Wait, Nick can't talk? Yes. He can say whatever he wants. Nick can't talk.
How could you hear me?
I can hear you.
The microphone was unplugged.
I can hear you.
What is going on?
What?
Okay.
Does it default to another microphone?
Are we back? Yeah. Okay.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
This time.
They could all hear me, but my microphone was muted, so I have no idea what is going on there. Wait, has Discord picked up some other microphone? Oh, absolutely
Chat,
has.
in my head.
Here we go.
I've been hallucinating Nick this entire time. That would actually explain a lot.
You should now get some buttery smooth, high quality Nick.
Ooh.
Right in the ears.
Oh no.
Buttery smooth.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
They were talking about killing me, which is a bit worrying. Because I'm pretty sure Alias is going to live forever.
Just the character.
For now.
Just the character.
For now. I have concerns.
Oh god,
Iris isn't,
fruits.
Iris isn't in the game today. We've got Summer Bee playing.
Hi, it's Agatha.
And of course we have Nick playing.
Playing in the most ridiculous of shirts. Every possible fabric pattern
I love that shirt. Is it homemade?
No.
I would like to emphasise that Nick has admitted this shirt was in his wardrobe.
I already owned this. That's the worst part. Yeah.
Where did you even get it?
I can't remember. I've owned this for years. Like probably a decade at this point.
That's amazing. Well, it suits.
Thank you, darling.
You? Or Alias, I don't know. I don't know if Alias would like this style, but...
I need to buy myself a fur coat at some point, clearly.
Yes, very much so. So, so far looks like Leggy isn't showing up for this session, sadly. We thought Leggy was gonna join.
Yeah, it seems like Leggy might not be able to make it. Not 100% sure. They might just be running late or something, but...
Possibly.
We could always start now and just see where it goes, because we do have sort of like a prologue to go through. Well, not really a prologue, but cold open. Let's call it a cold open.
Oh, let's do it.
Sounds good.
Okay. Are you all sitting comfortably?
No. I haven't since I reached 30, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I mean, I'm literally sitting on the backrest of my chair because I have no webcam and no one to observe me.
I'm laying in bed as usual when I'm off camera.
I'm jealous. I'm in my office chair.
Okay. So, anyone want to give a recap?
Shit is fucked. But less fucked actually than last time. Less fucked than last time. When we started last time, we were at war with the Wraiths. We're not currently at war with the Wraiths, but we do want to do a little murder. Just a little low-profile murder. You know us. We're very stealthy. We're very discreet. Especially us two, particularly. We're the most discreet members of the party. And so, what we want to do, the two of us get together as the... well, certainly what I, Alias, like to call the special unit, basically. We're the elite ones that you send in when you need something done, And
when you need a boat set on fire.
when you need a boat set on fire, you call the
118, we burning.
the special light unit for the sun, or sluts for short, and we'll run in and we'll deal with everything. But yeah, so we're trying to assassinate, I believe, the head of the Wraiths.
No, it wasn't.
No, someone else. Oh, I've made some unfortunate preparations as Alias.
You're trying to assassinate Lady Clave, a prominent Leviathan hunter.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, didn't we get someone infiltrated, or
Yeah.
wasn't there something about that?
Leggy's character,
Yep.
the lizard.
Leggy.
The lizard. No, the toad. What? The poisoner. I forget what the playbook's called, but yeah, them. They're like
All right.
poisons.
Yeah, you mean the leech.
That's the one. The leech. Yes. I was close with lizard.
Yeah, because it's not a role play on this channel without leeches.
Absolutely. You
Anyway.
can have inspiration for our next D&D session.
Yes, inspiration on Baboomus. Anyways, so obviously at the end of the last session, you acquired Bark, that is to say Leggy's character, got a glance at a list. So now you know who's ahead of them in the running to join Lady Clave's crew on her ship, the Cleaver. Names by consensus.
Cleaver? I don't even know her.
God.
Is the crew of the ship called the Cleavage?
Yes, they are now.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'm pretending to be mortified here, but I'm just sleepy. This is amazing.
Aww.
Anyways, yes, you're trying to infiltrate her cleavage. To this end,
Give me 5 minutes
This
and
end.
a porn star martini, darling. I'll have it done.
to this end, Bark has a list of contacts. Well, not contacts per se. A list of applicants ahead of them. Now, if you find a way to do something about said applicants, you perhaps might even be able to. You'll be able to ensure their place, give yourselves an in to the place where she is most vulnerable, as it says in the rules.
In her cleavage.
But first, of course, after to celebrate the peace you brokered at the end of the last session, the Wraiths have invited you all to a poker game. So, which, if any of you have accepted their invitation?
Well, I'm hardly one to say no, darling.
Oh, why I say poker, but it's like the in-universe version of poker. So, like,
I don't even know her.
Thieves' Honor.
Yeah, Thieves' Honor's nice.
It's called
I like that.
Yeah, Thieves' Honor. It's called Thieves' Honor, but it is basically just poker.
Agatha doesn't mind.
I'm not one to pass
A
up a
little
bit
game
of
of
sport.
chance.
Okay. So we open with you both sat in a, well, not a dimly lit room. Well, there are no brightly lit rooms in this setting. There's a bit of smoke in the air. Bottles of well, it's not the cheap stuff. They've got guests around, so well, obviously it's not the very best stuff they've got, but they haven't just given you watered down. I believe the cheapest brand would be the Wisebud brand, but they've broken out the good stuff, like maybe not the craft ales, but like the locally produced ones.
Can I get an umbrella in mind, darling?
Yep, you've been after asking, they reluctantly gave you one of those little umbrellas in your beer bottle.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, it's what do you want? Okay, so how do you want to roll to avoid poking yourself in the eye with it every time you cast it?
Oh, I guess I'll go finesse. I think
that was
that's
a joke, but you can roll. You can roll anywhere if you like.
I've got 2 die. Yeah, I don't have the major injury, it's minor injury, so it's less effect, but hey, a 6! And a 1, so that's
okay. Good. I guess you spend the night definitely avoiding the umbrella. They're all actually quite impressed.
If there's one thing I'm good at, darling, it's drinking. And possibly
kinda
only
like,
one thing.
Yeah. It's kind of like seeing someone tie it up to cherry in their mouth and spit it out with the stem tied, but they
I
can actually see it.
I can also do that, darling.
You get extra marks for showing your work. Anyway, there are maybe 3 or 4 other players. Obviously, they're wraiths. So you have. I've completely lost my list of names. I completely forgot to write down the names. Okay. This is off to a great start.
Bear with us for just a moment as Bree attempts to find some names.
I've just looked at my inventory.
Oh no.
Something I always have on me. Fine loaded dice and trick cards.
Oh no.
Right, you did get those. I forgot about that.
Oh, darling.
That is just genius.
Okay. So while I'm just looking up the names, do you intend to play fairly?
No. Not at all, darling. Not at all.
Yeah. Okay, what do you want to roll to try and fleece these new friends of yours?
I think really I'm going to use consort. I'm going to try and distract them with social, and as I flip in some fake cards into my hand.
Fair enough. And Agatha, what are you going to be doing here? Are you going to play fairly, or do you want to cheat as well?
Agatha will play fairly, and she's playing along, but she's not very focused on the game. She's just kind of going through the motions as she's looking around at her wraiths and at the place they're in, and she kind of wants to ask them a question, or she kind of wants to check something out.
Okay, so here we are. So the most prominent wraith there is Loop, who's basically the second in command of the wraiths. And they're an expert at appraising, and they're a bit quiet, but if you've got questions, they're the one to ask. So what do you say to them?
Just on first sight, do any of these wraiths look femininely presenting, or can I discern their gender?
Oh no.
Let's see, there's 2 other wraiths. Let me just roll some die. Now, the thing about the wraiths is, obviously they have members of all genders. But they tend to wear cloaks and masks. Well, they always wear masks and use code names, so people can't, because obviously they're expert sneak thieves, so being secret is their kind of stock in trade. In fact, you aren't actually even sure if you've even met the ones you're speaking to, but... Oh, yep. The first of the wraiths openly uses he, him pronouns. No confusion there. Definitely a big bloke under his coat, so... the other wraith is... she uses she, her pronouns, and... sort of an average build. Okay, since she asked about her, what traits does she have? Guess you dropped her dice. Oh yeah,
horns,
her cloak's quite warm.
Loves birds.
Yeah, sure. She's her cloak and her mask are actually quite shabby, and she clearly doesn't care too much. She just likes getting the job done. but she's otherwise quite cheerful. Just sticking her beer and smoking a cigar, making cracking jokes.
Agatha turns towards the she/her wraith, and
Okay, and her name, as she has said, is Chime.
so Chime, was it? I was just wondering, would you happen to be a severely inclined wraith?
You trying to recruit another lesbian vampire hunter? Not vampire, ghost hunter. Lesbian ghost hunter. I think lesbian vampire
what's
hunters
that?
was something else.
Okay, not speaking in character here, but could you repeat that?
Oh. So Chime, was it? I was just wondering if you might happen to be a severely inclined wraith. Severely inclined.
Oh, sappically inclined. Well, I don't know what that word means, but yeah, I like girls. What's it to you?
Oh, well, it's just like, because you call yourself a wraith, I thought maybe you'd be a spirit I could play with, maybe?
No, we just call ourselves that to sound cool. I'm definitely alive.
Well, that's a disappointment, I must say. But do you happen to know any actual wraiths who are of that persuasion?
We don't tend to recruit ghosts. What's with them trying to drain the living of life, and they can't really carry that much loot.
Well, that's just bigoted. Agatha faces away from Chime and is clearly no longer interested in talking with her.
That is awfully spectrally exclusionist of you, darling.
Well, wait, why are we even having this conversation?
Now Agatha is determined to win. Agatha just wants to destroy these so-called fake wraiths.
Okay, so you're still playing legitimately?
No, at this point, Agatha will go all out. She'll try to use whatever trick she knows or can think of.
What do you want to roll? Okay, what do you want to roll for that?
I will try to attune with the actual spirits in the neighborhood and try to get information from them about what cards or what
the classic
hands my opponents may have.
I love that.
The classic use supernatural powers to see their hand. Okay, if you both like to make your rolls then.
Can I flash back just before we do that to teaching Agatha a series of code sort of gestures to determine, like, assuming that we're not right next to each other at the table, that we're able to, like, communicate, basically, which is one of the top ways of cheating in poker I've recently learned.
Okay, that's fairly reasonable. You can have that for free.
Okay, that sounds great. Would you say that I am using some form of covert misdirection by using trick cards?
Yeah.
Hurrah!
That's
4
definitely-
dice! 6!
Okay, that's just a plain 6, no crits.
Just a plain 6, yes, but I do have enhanced effect from them being fine fake dice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but no,
Okay, so-
de-enhanced effect because I'm injured slightly.
Oh, yeah.
So it evens out.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that evens out. Okay, so the Wraiths are only a tier... Well, the Wraiths are a tier 2 gang, which is higher than your tier 0 gang. unfortunately. So I'm going to say it's reduced effects, but you sort of managed to hold by cheating while they don't catch you, and I'd say, yeah, you take away 1 coin.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and Agatha, what's your roll?
It's 1 die per point, right?
1 die per point, and do you want to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
No, I've got enough stress as it is. I'll do with 3 die, so 3 d6s, right?
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
I keep forgetting that it's just rolling them one after another, not a total.
Yeah.
That was actually 2 6s in a row.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you've crit. Basically, you attune, and basically some passing spirit, a passing spirit literally shrugs, flies around the room. You see everyone's, and you basically have a clear view of everyone's hands. That is their card's hands, not their actual hands. You can see their hands. And obviously, because you're communicating and Alias had that success, you just you basically take them for all they're worth. So adds 2 coin each.
Oh, wonderful!
Ooh. Take that, you fake wraiths.
This is the power of real wraiths. winning at thieves' honor.
But the real question, yeah,
Exactly.
the real question here is though, after tonight, are you going to ghost them?
Yes, I imagine Agatha will.
Okay,
I mean,
so
she'll stay professional with them, but have no personal interest.
okay, so do you want to make conversation with them, or are you going to duck out after with your winnings?
Always happy to chat.
Would there be any point to having a chat with them?
This is more like just a sort of a cold open, so it won't have any bearing on the main plot unless you want it to.
Are they still providing drinks?
Yes, they are.
I'm here all night, darlings. Get me another one of those beers with an umbrella in it. Rather lovely.
Agatha just stays in the background.
Who wants to sit on my
watch
lap?
over Alias?
Come on, darlings. There's plenty of room for 2 of you.
Loop casually gestures to the male wraith, who is named Frog.
Frog or frock?
Frog, as in ribbit.
Why don't you come and hop into my lap, darling?
Frog, another beer for the what was your name again?
Alias, darling.
Yep, another beer for Alias. Maybe if he gets him drunk, I can get some of my winnings back.
Maybe, darling,
Alias.
maybe. Double or nothing?
Yep, so Frog hops over the counter and comes back, and you're actually quite impressed because he literally does a somersault, grabs a beer, catches it on the edge of the counter as he flips back over, and slams it in front of you in one smooth movement.
I might have a use for someone as flexible as you are.
Do you want to try rolling to get his yeah?
Sure, let's go with what, sway or consort? Consort? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're in a friendly situation.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's not like unhappy with this idea, or I'd probably pick up on it. All right, let's go. A 6.
Oh, okay, you're rolling pretty well tonight. Yep,
I'm rolling a lot of dice, to be fair. The others were 2s.
Yeah, unfortunately you won't get this reference, but basically his mask practically shows luminescent blush.
I'm in.
Yes.
Just need
You
to
won't get an
Agatha.
anime reference, but he anime blushed.
We just need to get Agatha a ghost, and the two of us are sorted.
Technically, she already has one.
Hey, excellent.
Ooh.
Loop sort of fiddles irritatedly with their mask.
What's the matter, darling? Don't like a bit of fun? There's plenty of room for one more.
Chime lets out a little giggle, and they all deal the next hand.
Oh, there's another hand. Because Alias said double or nothing, or
Oh no, I'm saying you're basically sort of winning all night as long as you're there.
Oh, nice.
oh, okay.
It's not like an instant thing. You're just basically winning the game.
I thought we were already at the aftermath. After the game's over.
Yeah, we've established you've won. This is more just whether you're sort of just setting off or if you're just chatting.
Okay.
So anyway, I guess you going to keep playing Agatha, or
As long as Alias sticks around, Agatha will, just to watch over him.
okay? So you spend the rest of the evening playing poker, and then at the end, I guess Alias and Frog leave together.
Hand in hand.
Agatha does not follow them. Agatha goes back to the hideout.
Okay. So after that night, it's time to get down to business.
To defeat.
The list Bark saw had 3 names on it that were ahead of them, and obviously you've got to do something to eliminate them.
Alright. What was the first name? Let's have a look.
Okay. Let me just check my notes, which I absolutely remember to write down. Oh no, I've not spent most of the day sleeping after work.
No.
Never
Okay,
take
so-
notes.
The first name on the list is actually someone Iris's character. What's her name again? In my defense, she'd only played her for 1 session.
I can't remember either, but in my defense, I was very, very drunk.
Alright. Oh wait, yeah, my mistake. Iris's character is Bark, and Leggy's character is Rocky.
Ah.
Okay, so Bark will know this person because they're associated with the university, and she dropped my phone. She is called Naria Booker, and what she'd want with her joining a Leviathan Hunter crew is anyone's guess, because she actually has a fairly decent academic position.
Interesting. Okay. Well, could be we try that one. What's the next name?
Okay. I hope that you're all remembering these, because I'm just literally getting them. No, I'm joking. I'm writing them down.
Oh, good.
Okay, so the next name is a local businessman. Well, I say businessman, but they are a local businesswoman. Goes by, well, that's Clave. Name's a coincidence. Barber. And because of the joys of normative determinism, they are in fact a barber, so for several generations.
Okay.
Yep, and their barber shops. Yeah, it's not actually too far from the university, not actually too far from your hideout. You might have even been there yourself.
I like the sound of that one because I could do with a haircut, darlings. And the third name?
Okay, and last but not least is, well, an experienced shipwright, actually. Go. Oh, and, well, you don't know too much about them, but they go by Hicks.
Hicks, okay.
And this is just one of many crews they've applied to join at various points in their life. Perhaps they just felt the call of the sea again. Perhaps they had something else in mind. Who knows?
Well, I love a sailor, and I could do with a haircut. What do you think, Agatha?
I'm curious if they have a so-called quartet.
It sounds like we're going to the Barbers.
Okay. So, for each of these three, I'm going to start a 4-part clock.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to represent whether they're aware you're, would it be fair to say hunting them?
I think that's correct, yeah.
Okay. Yep, if you do anything to make them suspicious, it'll fill up a bit, and if any one of them fills up, well, they're going to look for help. So, how do you want to play this?
I think possibly a social encounter might make sense. We already have an inn with a barber. We can just go in and get our haircut, right?
Yep. I don't even know if banning orders exist in the Blades in the Dark universe. Wait, no, I'm in control of this particular iteration of it. Yes, they do. But you haven't been banned yet, so...
I'm going to say maybe we fabricate a hair disaster on me. Now, I know my hair's usually perfect, but we will unperfect it such that it will take a long time for the barber to sort out. I will keep them in conversation and distracted, while Agatha, you know, get the lay of the land, get a look at the place, and start to shuffle through their drawers for information, so to speak. What do you think, darling?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a
How are you
wonderful idea.
Okay, so what are you going to do to unperfect your hair? I'm not going to make you roll on this. I'm just curious.
It's an interesting idea. I wonder if I could put the trance powder into it.
I'm not sure drugs work that way.
No, probably not. I was thinking maybe if they then tried to, like, comb it or anything, it might kick up into the air, they inhale it, and then they pass out, but it's probably not anywhere near enough of a dose.
Yeah. What I even achieve?
Well, if they've passed out, we've got full run of the barbershop.
I mean, it's a public location, and they hire other barbers.
Listen, do I look like I make good plans?
I mean, anyone brave enough to wear that shirt must be capable of anything.
Well, that's true. Well, I wonder to mess up my hair. I'm going to need help because my hair is perfect. It's fucking exceptional, darling. I'm wondering if we can just sort of tie me to a horse and then have it go through a load of twigs and bushes and that sort of thing. Just
okay.
To really mess it up.
Do you have any plans, Agatha?
Well, we do have a lot of minions that might be able to sort something out.
Okay, so you want to call on your acolytes to mess up Alias's hair?
Yes.
Okay. Boney M is literally just walking past in the hall, and she just sort of overhears as she's walking past, walks backwards again. Oh? Did you say something about messing up hair?
I completely forgot her name was Boney M, so that threw me again.
You came up with it.
I also forgot.
It's my fault.
Oh my god. It's hilarious.
Boney M, darling, I need you to make me look atrocious. What do you do in the morning, darling, to make yourself look so... How do I say this? Ordinary.
Okay, she flashes you a look. Do you want to resist this harm?
It depends. Is it going to be harm to my hair? Because 50-50.
With a flash, she swipes at you with a razor.
Woohoo! Jesus Christ! I'm getting attacked.
Okay, so you've now been left with a reverse undercut. Or an inverted mohawk, if you will.
Oh, that's alright. I thought I was getting my throat cut.
There you go!
I'm gonna find the nearest reflective surface, I guess, like the nearest mirror or whatever I can find. Look at it and then spend the next hour screaming.
Yep, there's a mirror literally on the shrine. Boney Emma clutches her ears and runs off, clearly regretting her actions, but only because her ears hurt now.
What have you done? Oh god. Oh, it's ruined, I'm ruined.
Well, at least we're going to a barber shop.
Darling, fetch my fur coat. Left pocket, there's a small handkerchief. Red handkerchief. Bring it quickly, darling. Quickly.
Are you asking me?
Yes, darling, quickly!
Okay, Agatha does so.
Okay, I'm gonna unfold the handkerchief and just go... and pass out, because I can't take this reality anymore.
I figured that's what
That's
happened.
the trance powder gone again. I'm gonna use it every session. Mostly on myself.
Yes,
Hey.
well,
Are you going to wait for him to come round, or just sort of carry him off,
Just
or what?
drag me to the barbers.
Agatha makes the acolytes carry Alias to the barber shop.
Okay, just before, as you set off, you notice the obviously Boney M's had enough of this, so she's just skulking in the back. But your other two acolytes, who are just before they pick up Alias, one of the other gives the other a meaningful look, and they exchange some coins. It appears they had a bet of some sort going on. and with that, they both hoist up at Alias and follow you to the barbers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna say Alice probably comes round about just when they approach the barbers, so... How are you
Sounds
entering?
right.
Burst through the doors, shouting,
Okay.
"It's a disaster! I've been attacked, darling! I've been attacked! I need your help!"
He's been attacked by a crew!
I was attacked by a mad woman with a razor blade.
Whose name's Gru?
Please, darling, you must help. You must help. You must fix this. Fix this! My beautiful hair! Look at it! I'm basically I'm gonna flap around like a chicken, basically, until I'm given priority over whoever else is in the barbershop. Like, fix it now, God, look at me! Don't look at me, but look at me, but don't look at me.
Okay, so Clave turns to Agatha and says, "Hey, okay, chick, can you calm your friend down?"
Alias. Agatha grabs whatever trance powder Alias may have left and throws it in his face.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. Do you want to resist it, or...?
Nope, opposite. Like, I'm trying to inhale as much of it as possible.
Okay, I'm going to say, you are, yep. You're sort of aeroplaning round the, barbershop like a very excitable child, and maybe twice as noisy. And all of a sudden, you are sort of, Right, so have you ever seen someone try and do the sort of Naruto run, but fall flat on their face? It's that. Luckily, you don't seem to have suffered any injuries to your face. and Agatha and Clave both sort of lift you into a seat. So, since of course Alias is unconscious, Clave turns to Agatha. Hey, so do you think he might just prefer a bit of a crop, or?
Well, I'm not a specialist in these things, but just do whatever you think will make him look fabulous again.
Well, let's see. Latest fashion at the university. I think they're doing. What's it you kids call it? They just call it the gradient.
Yes, that sounds perfect. I'm sure he'll love it.
Okay. So John's. Okay, so she basically starts the process of bleaching Alice's hair and snipping it. John, to do anything in this time?
Yes, Agatha will call upon the spirits in the neighborhood to help her gather information about this place.
Okay, so what's he rolling for that?
She's going to command.
Okay,
the spirits.
you're going to command the spirits. Do you want to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
Pushing yourself is 1 stress, right?
Yep, and a devil's bargain's an automatic consequence but costs no stress.
And if your stress bar is full, that automatically leads to a trauma, or how does it work again?
Basically, if you max out your stress bar, you disappear from the scene for a bit, and when you show up again, you've got a new trauma. And if you accumulate 4 traumas, your character's retired.
I'll go for the devil's bargain.
Okay, the devil's bargain. Basically you can have an extra die, but it'll mess up Alias's haircut somehow.
Oh, I love the irony. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, add your extra dice to your command roll then, and give me your result.
Ooh. 4.
Okay, that's a partial success. Okay, we'll get to Alias's haircut in a minute, but that's a success with a consequence. So you attune to the spirits, and they show you some faint images of Clave. Wow, you see a faint basically a single drawer rattles, and you quietly open the drawer, and inside the drawer you find a picture. Now, one person in the picture is definitely Clave. Next to her is a clearly some sort of sailor, and I'm going to say Bark describes her to you, so you can tell another person is Lauren Barker, and a 4th person you don't recognise at all. But they're all dressed in short brimmed hats and uniforms. It's interesting you said this earlier, because they're definitely a barber shop quartet if you ever saw one. And it would appear they all know each other. But, unfortunately, we have a consequence here. So, a nearby mirror rattles and shakes and cracks. There's a very, and everyone in the shop just freezes. There is a very unsettling presence in this shop, and you've just woken it up.
Oh no.
What would you like to do?
Is Alias still passed out?
I'm going to say he's sort of groggily come around now, and he's aware his hair is being fixed.
Oh. Well, let's talk business, darling. Let's talk business. We'd better go over the details. Don't tell me about the damage. I don't want to know. But how are we going to fix this? I'm thinking maybe we go for a pompadour or something. Oh no, I've not got any hair on the top of my head anymore. And then I'm just gonna be like crying for a few minutes.
Now, love. Look. I'm giving you the latest style, so don't worry. You'll love it. Trust me.
And I wanted my style, darling. My style. It was good. It got me a lot of the ladies and gents.
And just as you cry, you hear an almost identical scream. Well, I say almost identical. Basically, the sound you're making is being sort of played back in reverse, sort of preemptively, as if someone came back in time and played it backwards at the same time you made it. And of course, this second sound is emanating from the mirror.
Oh shit.
Does that normally happen, darlings? Or have I had a bit too much of the nose candy?
Clave sort of nervously looks at the mirror. Oh, yeah, it's back.
What is back, Clave?
Look, the mirror was very cheap. Proper Barber's grade mirrors, they're cheap, you know. But yeah, it's a little haunted.
Haunted in what way, darling?
Well,
Don't look at me like that. It was cheap. I don't live here.
it doesn't sound like our problem, really.
And as you say that, you sort of hear the word problem just horribly distorted into a howl. And the sound of the door latching.
Well, maybe now it is our problem.
It doesn't sound so good. I'm going to reach into one of my shirt pockets, because I'm wearing a shirt under the fur coat, of course. Well, I'm not wearing the fur coat anymore. I've taken that off for the haircut. I presume. Actually, I was probably just dropped in the chair. I might still be wearing the fur coat. But anyway, and I'm going to pull out a little coin. It's got two heads on it, and I'm just going to rub that between my fingers and place it in my breast pocket, and that is my Spirit Bane charm.
Okay. Do you want to roll anything here to try and ward off the spirit?
At the moment, I'm just going to put it there,
okay.
just to keep it from attacking me personally. Because most people have Spirit Bane charms anyway, so we should be alright, but just in case, I'm just keeping it there. Because I'm aware I probably can't move as much as everyone else, so...
Okay. Agatha, any plans?
Well, Agatha's natural inclination would be to try and attune with the spirit and try to compel it to calm down, or yeah.
Okay. So this is an attune roll.
Yes.
I'm going to call this a desperate roll because it's already angry. So the good news is you'll get a point of XP for this. The bad news is, obviously, if it's a bad roll, it's going to be very bad. Would you like a devil's bargain? Or push yourself?
I've got 3 points in a tune. I hope I'll roll better than last time.
Okay, give me a roll then.
A 5.
Okay, that is a success with a complication. Now, because it was a desperate roll, it's going to be a bit of a worse complication than usual, but nevertheless, it's a success. So the ghost calms down, but since it's a 5 rather than say a 3 than a 4, I'm going to say it calms down, but and returns, but the mirror just sort of shatters. And the glass just sort of goes all over the place, and you get a bit of a scratch on your hand. So put down minor harm, scratched hand.
Scratched hand, okay.
I'll say it's your offhand, so it's going to apply if you need to do anything with both hands, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you can't have it all, I suppose.
Hey. Alias, was it?
Yes, that's right, darling.
I won't charge you here, sir, because I'm very sorry, but with all this excitement, I have no idea what this voice is meant to be, by the way. It just keeps shifting accents. Like every single barber I have, every single person who's ever cut my hair at once. Anyway.
What are you saying, darling? What are you saying?
I may have left a few tints to soak a bit too long. I think something interacted with the bleach because I was distracted. Why don't you just look in the mirror?
Darling, the mirror is broken. I'm not looking in the mirror. It's haunted.
She looks at you a bit puzzled, and you remember there is actually like 5 other mirrors in this shop.
Yeah, I figured. I figured. I was a bit surprised if there was only one.
Listen, darling, it's been a stressful day. Spin around and looking at one of the mirrors. How bad is it? What am I looking at? What am I looking at, darling?
Well, the good news is it's been sort of trimmed back, combed over, so you barely even know you'd actually had a chunk of it shaved out.
I'm going to murder that woman.
The bad news is it's bright green.
No! How did you leave green in this long? Why was green in there?
Well, this is a hard water area, love. There's a lot of copper in it.
What have you You must fix this immediately.
Hey, right, love, sorry, I'm sorry. Hey, we can correct the colour. What do you prefer to go for?
Blonde, usually. Like it was before. I didn't even ask for colour.
Right, fair is fair. Hey, pun not intended.
Ah!
Okay. You know what? I'm going to give her a fortune roll to see.
Oh no!
Fix your hair. Where did I put my other dice?
Agatha tries to calm Alias down. Don't worry, dear. It looks very punk.
What is punk?
I don't know. I just.
Okay, I'm gonna say she's just a civilian, but she's a trained civilian, so she probably belongs to a guild of some sort. So 2 die. Oh, okay, a 6. Yep, she manages to restore the original blonde colour, although there's still a few flecks of green in it.
This is the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life so far. Okay, so with that out of the way, Agatha, you've seen the photo. Do you want to try and show it to Alias? Do you want to ask about it?
I don't think that's a good idea to do while we're still in a barber shop. I would wait until after we've left.
Okay, so you don't want to ask Cleve herself about it?
Oh! I didn't think that was an option.
I mean, it's just a photo. It's not like you've discovered her secret murder basement or something.
You just look at this photograph. Yeah. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
She refunds you, by the way, a nickel back.
I almost spat my drink out then.
Oh my god.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, Agatha will ask Clive, hey, who are the people in this picture? I recognize you, but I'm just curious.
Hey, what do you want to roll here?
That's a good question. Agatha isn't.
It's worth, obviously, you're just sort of making casual chit chat with someone, so I'm going to call this a controlled position. Oh yeah, don't forget to mark that point of experience down on what do you roll again? A tune. Yeah. Mark that on the appropriate track.
Nice. What does the controlled mean again?
Basically, it means you're in a sort of an advantageous position. So, like, even if you basically, if you fail the roll, you'll just have an opportunity to roll something else. At the very worst.
Okay, well, the problem is I don't really have any points in sway or consort. Would study be relevant?
Yeah, study. What would you actually be trying to do by studying?
Just like show like maybe a sort of academic interest in it?
Okay, study's more like actually sort of looking something over and studying it.
Well, I could do that, but I was specifically in a conversation with her, so I mean, I could try to study it on itself by itself without
I'll let
interacting with her.
Yeah, I'll let you assume you haven't interacted with her yet if you want to do that.
Yeah, okay, I'll study it first then.
You're just sort of glancing at a photo, so this is a controlled position. How many dots do you have in study?
1.
Okay, roll me 1d6 and tell me what you get.
Can I accept the devil's bargain for this?
Yep. Devil's bargain, she'll spot you looking at it.
Thought you were going to make my hair worse again.
Okay then.
Oh, I can't make your hair any worse.
Okay, and that's a 6.
Oh, okay. So, obviously you realise all 4 people in this, your 3 targets, plus someone else you don't recognise. Well, you don't really recognise them, but they are a sort of a stooped over man, very tall compared to the others. Maybe not. Yeah, particularly in basically sort of a very unremarkable guy otherwise. You don't recognise him, but he definitely knows them, and he's definitely got something to do with this. Since you got a success, I'll say you think you might have actually seen his face at the tryouts while Rocky was trying to get onto the crew.
Okay. So we know it's people from the crew.
Or trying to get on the crew, rather.
But, okay.
Oh, but of course, with this, Clave turns to see you and says, "Hey, what are you doing looking at that photograph? I thought I left it in a drawer."
No, it was just laying out here in the open. I was just curious about it.
Oh, okay, maybe well, yeah, that's just my musical crew.
Oh, really? Do you have a barbershop quartet then? How lovely.
Yep.
Like,
It's
darling,
my
focus on the hair. Focus on the hair.
Hey, all right, love.
This is important. Alright, I might have bought you a few more seconds.
Okay, what do you want to use those few seconds for?
Well, I was just thinking about asking her, now that we know there are people from the barbershop quartets, if
Sorry, I
Yeah,
was
if she could
distracted
tell us-
there. That was bad.
if she
I'll
could
say,
if she could tell us who they are or something like that.
okay, I'll say Alias sort of forcing her to be in two conversations at once is assisting you a bit, so is setting you up. So, what do you want to roll to try and convince her to hand over more information? And she'll have one extra dice.
Does command work for that?
Command is more sort of demanding. So, I guess you could try demanding, but it'll have limited effect because you're going to be basically going up to her and saying, "Tell me now."
Yeah.
Probably not in that voice.
This is definitely the LA Noir form of investigation, isn't it? brief, happy chat, and then I don't believe you. You did it, didn't you?
Yep, and then you just say, "Oh, sorry, got to got to shake the tree occasionally, see what comes out," and then everything's fine again.
Yes.
The problem
Go out in the
is,
garden and just hold some items and twist them.
Yeah,
Agatha has zero social skills with living people aside from commanding them. So
keeping in mind you can have one. You've effectively got one extra dice and whatever you want to try. So
Go on, darling. Live dangerously. That's your inner Alias. Alias isn't saying this. Alias has no idea what's happening. But it's the Alias on your shoulder.
but is that Alias the devil or the angel?
Yes.
So, Agatha is going to put on an act and try to sway
Okay.
Clave by pretending that she's into her, because she isn't. Because Agatha is only into
Okay, so
female spirits, but she'll try to pretend like she's actually into this living woman.
okay, so you're basically just sort of flirting with her to try and get her to tell you what sort of draw what you want out of her. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Do you want to try for a devil's bargain?
Yes.
Okay, devil's bargain. She's going to flirt back.
Yeah, I can fucking deal with it.
Okay, I guess that's going to be 2 dice then.
Your first corporeal tryst.
We'll get there when we get there. Oh no! A tree!
Oh.
A 3? Oh no. Unfortunately, that's a failure. Basically, you don't draw any information out of her, and now she's sort of getting very uncomfortably close. But yeah, love. Yep. You into music yourself? I mean,
Well, I do
maybe you
love.
come to one of our rehearsals sometime.
Yeah, I do love some good music. Yeah, that would be lovely.
Your hair's lovely, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Don't rub it in, darling.
Well, I think Alias also probably wants his hair to be lovely.
Alias won't notice this, but his hair's much suddenly very lopsided from the back in a way that's impossible for him to tell now.
What?
I think Agatha is getting quite flustered and
I think Alias is getting
a
flustered.
bit agitated and is kind of just wanting to get out of there.
Okay. Okay, so you're just going to try and leave?
Alias, I think we've already taken enough time off out of Clave's day. Maybe we should just go.
Is my hair perfect yet?
Ayla, your hair's done. I'm very sorry about that. And, yep, no charge.
Is it perfect?
Yeah, it looks
I'm
fine,
still into a
Alias.
Welsh accent now.
Fine, then we'll go with that. I should have just let you tie me to a horse.
I think I may have missed something in this conversation, but have a nice day.
Oh, just be careful if she offers to tie you a horse, darling. It's the sort of thing she's into, you know.
What? That was your idea.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Sorry, the trance powder's just gotten right to my head. If you want to get tied to a horse, darling, with me, you just, you give me a call, okay? But maybe keep those scissors away, alright, darling? I'm not sure I can go through that again.
Maybe see you another time then, Clay?
Oh, I'm
that'd be
sorry.
nice.
Was I overstepping my bound? I completely didn't see this going on. I'm so sorry.
No,
oh no! You go in there. You go in there. Go for it. Go, Agatha. I'm gonna push her back in. And
No,
close the
Agatha
door.
is just trying to get out of the door.
Holding the
Alias is
door
trying
closed. Go on, Agatha. You've got this.
No, Agatha is just trying to politely get away from her and not trying to put Clave completely down while she's actually backing out of the door. Alias.
Yeah,
Alias,
as
let's get out of here.
as you both sort of awkwardly sidle out of the door, you can hear her saying, "Hey, why are they always friends of the worst men?"
Well, I can't really dispute that. I am the worst. Oh. So, darling, I hear you were striking it lucky. And by I hear, I mean I've only just learned.
I only tried to do what I had to get the information we needed. I didn't actually care about her at all, Maybe if she was dead.
Darling, you don't need to do these platitudes with me. I don't need every man and woman in the city. Don't worry. There's plenty more for everyone around here. You go for it, darling. If you need advice for a good bar to go to, I know at least 5 within 2 miles of this place. I don't know where we are in the city, but I still guarantee I know at least 5 good bars.
Alias walks into a bar. That's the blue coat story, and they're sticking. That's the blue coat story, and they're sticking to it.
Yeah, that fits. It's all right though. A black eye only makes me look even better. I look rakish and dangerous.
Well, you know what? I don't even need to give the punchline to that.
No, unfortunately there was a punchline and I was at the end of it.
Sounds like you're right at the front.
Yes, indeed. But they said I walked into a bar.
Anyway, what are you both going to try next?
Well, I believe we're close to the university, right?
Okay, off to meet the person whose name I definitely remember. Norrin Barker.
That's it.
I'm going to say Clave's clock was filled in by 1 because she didn't really suspect anything, but she's going to remember you.
She'll remember one of us.
Yeah, definitely.
To remember both of us, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. She
For
accidentally gave me...
very different reasons.
She accidentally gave me Oompa Loompa hair.
Yep, so just to reiterate, as far as Alias knows, his hair's perfect again. Anyone looking from the back can see it's been deliberately cut unevenly.
Eventually, I'll see it in a mirror. Why didn't I check all the mirrors around me before I left? Oh, I was in too much of a rush.
Okay, so do you want to do anything on the way to the university campus?
Agatha, darling, how does it look? Give it to me. Give it to me honest. How is it? Do I need to go back and burn that barbershop to the ground?
Agatha gives a good look over, and she diplomatically says, "Well, you know, it's not quite as perfect as it was before the incident, but it looks pretty good."
God, that means it must be atrocious. Well, do what I must. I suppose it was in a terrible condition when I arrived there. Maybe I won't burn them down this time. But they're on their final warning.
Alias gives warnings?
Yes, usually through the window attached to bricks.
That's character development.
I sometimes give warnings. Just look, I'd had a bad day and I had 2 guns in my pocket and
Oh no.
I don't have the guns on me necessarily. I mean, I might, but I don't necessarily have them on me this time, so it might not happen. We might be fine. We might all be fine.
If you're around, we're never fine.
Okay, so you're off to the university. Obviously you've been there before. And obviously, you know, Bark. So, obviously she's not in the player party right now, but if needs be, she can just sort of get you waved in, past the gate. How do you go about finding your mark, then?
So, did we know anything about her from the list? We knew she was at the university, we knew her name.
Yep, and, well, you know, she's, sort of not necessarily, well, she's a sort of a recent graduate, just sort of sticking around, trying to decide what she does next.
Okay, so student. Nearest pubs? Or recent student?
Yeah, so you want to cruise the pubs?
Yeah, I'm gonna look straight at Agatha and go, pub? I've not had a drink in at least 8 hours.
You know, after that incident just now, I could use a drink.
I am parched, darling.
Okay, what do you both want to roll to try and find, or are you just going to literally just go for a drink?
I think we'll try and find the nearest pub, and then what we can do is we can ask around in there. Because she'll have been there at some point, right? She's a student.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you walk into the nearest pub, which is called the... What's a good student bar name?
Ha! The Stag's Head.
The kettle's arse.
Yes, the kettle's arse.
The floppy sausage.
So called because it's where everyone goes to spout off.
Ooh, I like that.
Perfect.
Okay, so you head to the kettle's arse and walk up to the bar. The bartender looks at you both and says, "Hey, so what's it gonna be?"
Do you do a porn star martini, darling?
Yep, very popular around exam time. Oh wait. Oh god, I'm doing this voice again. Yes, very popular around this time. And for you, miss?
I think I'll just have a martini shaken, not stirred.
Yep. Oh, each to their own. Wait, each to their own then. I don't know why I keep falling into that weird voice. Each to their own then. And she just sort of turns around and starts mixing your drinks.
So, darling, you work here often? You know, you here all the time, or are you sort of a part-time sort of thing? What's the deal? What's the deal?
Yeah. Drop out. Gotta make my living somehow.
Oh yeah. I know the feeling. I dropped out of being rich a while back, and it's terrible, isn't it? Do you know of a young and bright sort of person by the name of Barker at all? I work for her father, and I've got a message. You see.
Barker?
Yeah.
You mean literally the Dean's daughter?
That's it. I work for the Dean. Or the
just
Dean's
to remind
husband.
you, Bark is just to remind you, Bark is Iris's character, not the person you're looking for.
Oh yeah. God damn it. Whoops. It's all that trance powder, darling. I need another drink.
Oh, wait, no, wait, you're right. I forgot. Their surname is Barker. Why do I keep...
Yes!
Vindicated!
Vindicated!
Keep giving everyone names that are the same. Okay. Let me...
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, let's start this again then. Yeah, Barker, I remember Barker. Yeah, in here every night till she graduated. Always drinking coffee in the evening. Stayed on until closing. I think they once convinced her to do shots. She never touched the stuff again. You friends of hers?
As I say, I work for her father. Got a message for her. If you happen to know where she tends to hang out, then...
Okay, what do you want to roll for this?
I think this probably isn't consort at this point. It's probably sway. I feel like I'm doing sway at this point.
Okay. Do you want to Devil's Bargain, or do you want to push yourself?
I won't push myself. I haven't got much stress left. But I might take a Devil's Bargain because this is pretty important.
Okay, Devil's Bargain. She's actually on bad terms with her father, as it will turn out, if you take the bargain.
I still might reasonably have a message for her at least, but it might, that's going to complicate things. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the bargain.
Okay, roll me your dice then.
Alright. That one's cocked. That one's cocked again, for fuck's sake. There we go. Oh, 4.
Okay, that's a success for complications. So, she looks you down. Okay, so her father who, kicks her out. And she, sort of gives you a very long, hard stare.
Well,
fine.
I mean, they still need to talk sometimes. Perhaps he wants to say sorry. I've not read the letter, darling. I'm gonna bring out my documents that I've got because of our cult documents, and I'm just gonna hold basically an envelope and just say, look, I've not opened it. Who knows what it is? Could be inheritance for all I know.
Okay, she continues staring at you for a minute. Well, not literally a minute, but she continues staring at you and says, okay, fine. Next pub down. She hangs there all the time. This is more of a freshers pub, you know. She felt a bit awkward when she drinking here when she graduated. Shame, really. She's kind of cute, but...
That's a
anyway,
shame. This seems like a nice place.
Oh, yeah. Try to keep the environment cozy. First time away from home, but all that. Anyway, will you be fit? Anyway, if you could just drink up.
I'll down it.
Yeah, she's... she gives you a look that clearly makes it... Yeah, she's making it clear you're not welcome here anymore.
Rude. I was going to give a wonderful tip for the information, but fine, I won't be tipping at all. Not, of course, that I have my wallet with me, unfortunately.
Anyway, I'm afraid for the complication, Norin's going to have 2 pieces filled of her clock because she's got word that some shady people associated with her father are looking for her.
No. We went for the wrong thing there.
All right then. Well, we've got a lead. Let's get going, darling. Sluts on the job.
Okay. So you both head up to the next bar along, which is of course called the Castle's Arse.
Oh, is it gonna smell?
Or at least someone's vandalised the sign to say that. It would appear its actual name is the Cackling Bar. Yeah.
Does the Cattle's Arse have like a front door and a back door? Because could we flank them?
There are 2 entrances in, although one appears to be locked.
Let's not do that. I was just making a little steak pun for the audience.
Oh, yep. Cut that out.
I will from the VOD. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's very rare I get to volunteer puns.
Oh god.
Oh, anyway, you walk into the pub, and obviously you've seen her photo, so you spot her quietly sipping a coffee and reading a book. Yeah, I won't make you roll for that. How do you want to approach her?
I'm going to go up to the bar and get a coffee. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to sit... Well, first of all, I'm going to ask them to put a little whiskey in it. Then I'm going to take it over to the chair and just sit down, like, to the table she's at, and just, like, sit down opposite and get my own book out and start reading.
Okay. What do you want to roll for this?
I'm guessing is this really prowling? Am I doing it stealthily? No, I think I'm doing it brazenly. I'm doing it to almost get her attention and get her curiosity going. In a way, I'm not trying to sway or command either. I guess consort in this case, because I'm just trying to just sit down opposite her and get her to start the conversation, so it doesn't look like I'm pestering her. I've just sat here and opened a book. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I'd have allowed prowl just because you're using sort of subterfuge, but yeah,
I have 0 dots in prowl, so I'm glad we're doing consort. Okay, let's go. Oh shit! 2 1s.
Oh no.
And a
Luckily,
2.
critical fail. Yeah, critical fail isn't really a thing in this, so. But you have failed your roll. Yes. I'm going to say this is a control position.
Whew,
so
I've just fucked up sitting down.
Yeah. She sips her coffee, looks at you, and then stands up, moves to the next table over, and sits down again.
She just put like headphones on as well.
I don't think they exist in this setting, but she has very closely buried her face in her book.
Yeah. I'm going to look pleadingly at Agatha like, you're up. I've tried.
Let's just say she raised the hood of her cloak.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you're up, Agatha.
Trying to think of how I could approach this.
Ghosting is usually a very bad way to meet a girl.
Indeed. And
peak Agatha moment. How can I use a tune to solve this problem right now?
Yes, that's gonna be a little bit difficult for this one, and also Agatha is not entirely keen on trying to sway again after what just happened.
Just command, just like, you! Give me your information.
What's her name again?
Her name is
Nora?
Lauren Barker.
Norin.
That's spelled Norin. I'll put it in chat for you.
I can't believe we're almost halfway through the session and I've not shot anyone yet.
Well,
We're doing so well.
I think you've only used your guns once so far, but...
Yeah.
Well, I think Agatha might just try to make some casual conversation about the book Norin's reading. Just like showing interest, like, what you reading there? It looks interesting.
Okay, what do you want to roll here? I'll, as you approach, I'll let you, I'll say you can see she's actually reading a book about the sea. Or rather, the nature of the oceans in this, for those who don't know, in the Blades in the Dark setting, the oceans have basically turned inky black and stars are visible underneath them.
Oh.
And she's basically reading a book on the nature of those and Leviathans.
Now I'm kind of thinking about between Consort and Svay. I don't know. Let's do Consort, even though, don't have any points in it.
Okay, so, do you want to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
Definitely take a devil's bargain.
Okay.
I can't push myself.
Devil's bargain, she's going to start either way. No, wait, that doesn't necessarily work if you're failing. Devil's bargain. She's going to start gatekeeping you on the ocean fandom.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, that might be appropriate with what I'm about to say.
Oh, you like the ocean, huh? Name 50 types of water.
Okay, let's hear what you're trying to say then.
Well, hey, I see you're reading a book about the ocean. You know, it's not about how the sea looks, it's about the motion of the ocean, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god, yes!
She looks up and lowers her hood. Give me a roll.
Well, that's just one die, I think.
Yep, just the one. If you've got 0 dots and you're guessing a dice, that's just one dice.
Okay,
At
let's
least you don't
hope
have
this
to roll.
is-
At least you don't have to roll 2 and take the worst one.
It's 5.
Oh, okay, that's
Nice.
successful complications. So, she looks up at you and says, "Yep, I love the ocean. What's your favourite thing about it?"
Well, as I just said, I love how it rocks back and forth. Just, it's so hypnotizing and soothing.
Yep, you're right. You know that inky blackness. What do you say the most interesting species of known Leviathan is?
Can I assist? I would know about Leviathans.
Oh, yeah, of course you would.
Because of my father. My father was a Leviathan hunter. Can I, like, try and whisper the name of, like, a really interesting Leviathan?
Yeah, what do you want to roll for that, Serrano?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trauma out. But what I'm going to do
Oh no.
is I'm going to use my Rook's Gambit. So I'm going to roll technically finesse to try and keep this quiet. Sorry, prowl to try and keep this quiet. But I'm going to use my ability to talk so well. So I'm going to use consort to sort of speak while no one else is looking. Basically, to use my ability to understand how a conversation ebbs and flows, to get that information into Agatha's head while noises are being made around, you know, in the coffee shop and all that, so it covers me saying it.
Okay, take your stress damage and your roll then.
Alright. Full stress. Here comes the second trauma. And yeah, I get to use free dice. Thanks to Rook's Gambit. And that is a 6!
Oh, okay.
And I passed out.
Okay, so you managed to pass on some very intelligent sounding information on to Agatha, and Miss Barker's into it. Yep, they're my favourite too. So, hey, you know what? Take a seat. Do you wanna have a coffee and hang for a bit? Okay. Meanwhile, Alias, basically, while you're making your noises, you went to take a sip of piping hot coffee at just the wrong moment, and inhaled the lot of it. So you've just ran off, covered in coffee and spluttering.
That sounds good. I might actually take this. I might take this moment to run to the toilet because I'm desperate. I'll be right back.
Okay. And it's in your hair, I'm afraid.
No!
Poor Alias today.
Traumatized by coffee.
And by a razor.
This is, which, to be fair, is the major academic experience.
Yeah.
Okay, so Agatha, what are you going to do next?
You know, I honestly kind of lost the plot about what we're trying to do. Like, I know
you know, she's one of the candidates that ahead of Rocky. You need to sort of somehow get out of the game. So you basically need to learn enough about her and her for all the other candidates who you know are now in Barbershop Quartet without alerting them.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a difficult mission.
But
or at least
as of now, you're in a friendly chat with her.
Yeah, at least it's not one Agatha is particularly well equipped for. But
I'm not going to make you roll yet, so go ahead and ask her questions if you want.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I mean, it's like 9:15, so maybe we should just take a break.
Yeah. I should have just held out for 5 more seconds.
Yeah, let's have a short break.
Yeah, we're at the break and we haven't even taken the engagement roll yet.
That's true. That'll give me a chance to have a look through the book at the various traumas and see what I think fits. Although I think haunted makes sense. You get lost in a reverie, reliving a past horror, and I think the past horror is going to be the loss of the hair. Just occasionally, I'm just going to go into a rictus as I remember how bad my hair looked, and yeah, I think that fits.
Perfect.
Aww.
It's that, or maybe cold, where I become basically sociopathic.
Come.
Well, no. Alias is a very warm person and very sharing with his body for how warm he is. He has a lot of love out there for a lot of people and wants to make them all as happy as he is. At the same time, he has no use for long-term relationships. But he also cherishes his friends, like Slut Squad.
Call me Karen, because I'm not buying it.
Yeah, alright, fair. Yeah, sorry, I'll hit the break screen and... Well, I'm going to leave it to you two. I've run out screaming about my hair.
Okay, Agatha. So, you've got her attention. You've charmed her. How are you going to pry information out of her? Notice is asking if you're muted again, Nick.
I don't think I am.
You sound... I hear you in any case.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on the stream?
Am I still muted?
Do you hear us, Nollis man?
Can you hear me?
Oh no, we're good. We're good.
You're benevolent. Okay.
Maybe the mic just
We're
didn't
good?
register it for a second. I don't know why. I didn't change anything, but who knows? Still, we're good.
Oh, Nella says okay, never mind. I think you're good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think.
So, you a student here?
Oh, let me think about how to answer that.
Just to be clear, I'm not going to make you roll for a bit now. So just sort of, yeah.
What kinds of studies do they have there? I mean, if I was interested in the ocean, what kind of study would I be likely to do?
That would be,
Oceanography?
obviously, yeah, obviously they have all the normal sciences, or at least sort of like the Victorian sciences. So they've probably got a phrenology department or something equally ghastly.
Natural history, maybe? Or unnatural history, I suppose, if it's the ocean.
Yeah, and probably some supernatural studies, like ghost studies and the like.
Oh. Can I say I'm dual majoring in unnatural study and ghost studies?
Yeah, you can do that. Well, that sounds interesting. I wrote my thesis on theoretical mathematics, but I want to see the world a bit, you know? I'm actually trying to get on a Leviathan Hunters crew.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. I would be interested in learning more about that.
Oh, well, I guess you might know a bit more about the Ocean of the Light than me, but I'm trying to read up on it. It's at this point you actually realise the book she's reading isn't a textbook, but more of a romance novel.
Oh god, is it Mills and Boone?
I didn't get that reference.
Oh, they make loads of
Oh wait, yeah. Okay,
romantic novels
says,
about
sorry.
pulp romance about pirates on the sea and that sort of thing.
Let's just say it's Bills and Dark Noon.
Oh, I love it.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that's wonderful. It's always good to learn more.
Yeah, I've been a bit of a hermit since I came here, you know. I mean, well, that's not true. I'm also in a barbershop quartet. What about you?
That's on the one hand, I want to show interest in the barbershop quartet. On the other hand, that I might come into contact again with slaves. I mean, is it specifically the barbershop quartet? Those people we want to get out of the race, out of the running?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the three people who are on the list ahead of Rocky are in the quartet, and there's just one other person.
Just realised at this rate you're going to end up with more romantic prospects than Alias.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Alias has many long-term romantic prospects, does he?
Well, I don't know, he's never tried. He just leaves them. They know what they're getting into up front. He's very honest about it. Like, it's going to be a one-night thing, and that's it.
Yeah, I think Agatha will show interest in the barbershop quartet. Oh, you sing in a barbershop quartet? I love music. Do you sing about Leviathans then? Or the ocean?
Well, that's more of a sea shanty thing. I know. I mean, we're all trying to sign up together. Actually, that's not true. I don't think one of us is going to get the call back, so... Yeah, it'd be a shame if we split the quartet up.
Aww, that's a pity. I'd love
Wouldn't want to split the party.
I'd love to hear y'all perform, though.
Oh yeah? Well, we actually have rehearsals later tonight if you want to drop by.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it sounds nice. And then she sort of realised she's basically sipping an empty cup of coffee. And looks very awkward all of a sudden.
She is a disaster. I love her suddenly.
Yeah. She sort of freezes on the spot, sweats and looks around and anyway, see you later, bye. And
Okay,
she leaves in very similar manner to how you both left the barber shop.
See you later then for the rehearsal?
Oh yeah, bar down the road, the
Yars's kettle?
the kettle's up, the kettle's kettle, yep, the bar down the road.
Okay, see you there later.
Okay, and at this point I'd say Alias returns from the bathroom.
I've finally seen my hair in the mirror. And I'm haunted by it.
His hair's wet from rinsing out the coffee. His shirt's still stained.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the shirt at the moment. It's the hair. Because while washing it out, I've been using the bathroom mirror and I've seen the back of it, and
Oh no!
did my very best not to scream, but I am now
he's missed
haunted
a spot
by
of coffee under his chin.
it. You run back into the bathroom and sort that out,
Okay, so
or ask if someone wants to lick it off for me.
You have a date for tonight, although she's halfway to suspicious. Do you want to try and investigate any other leads?
Oh, check out the last one, the sailors. Maybe I'll finally get lucky. I've had a run of bad luck so far.
Okay, so...
Well, you did... At the start, you did hook up with... What's his name again?
Oh,
Frog.
I don't know his name either.
The frog guy, yeah.
Oh, poor frog. You just
What
let
do you mean, poor? He had a night of his life.
Yeah, he's going to be daydreaming of Alias for years to come. Maybe when he's under the mistletoe.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Someone's accidentally caught feelings.
Yeah. Sorry, I've seen the meme going round. So I had to get that pun in there somehow. Anyway, so you headed down to the docks?
Well, it must be after lunch by now. It's about time I head down to the docks.
Okay, so Agatha and the newly traumatized Alias approach the docks. What do you want to roll here?
Can I get some help from my often dockside contact, Nirix, the prostitute?
Okay.
She might well know the person I'm looking for. I'm wondering if I can ask her if she's ever, if she's got a good description and can point him out, maybe. Or her. I forget.
Well, you've Agatha's obviously seen a picture of him, so.
Oh yeah, of
Sorry,
course. Agatha's seen a picture of him. Yeah, that's going to be easier.
A picture of them. Sorry.
Oh, them. Okay.
Yeah. So you're looking for a person by the name of Hicks.
Hicks.
That's Hix.
Hix. Okay. And we know what they look like, so we can. I think we should have a quick survey.
Okay, so you don't want to use your contact anymore.
I don't think we need to if we've got a picture.
Okay.
Because that's what I was
okay.
that's what I was trying to get, is just a description so that we could go by it.
Okay, how do you want to do this survey? Are you both rolling, doing your own rolls? Do one of you want to set the other up with a different roll, or?
Can I set someone up? What could I do to set someone up? I
feel like Agatha's first instinct to get information here would just try to attune with the spirits again.
Okay, do you want to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
Attune I'm good on, 3 points.
I think I'll just do a general study. Just look around, see if I can spot anyone who matches the description.
Okay, yep, I'll allow that. Okay, so you're rolling study, and Agatha, you're rolling attune.
Mm-hmm.
And neither of you are taking a devil's bargain or pushing yourselves?
Not for this yet. I'm going to save that for later. For when things get more worrying.
Okay. Lady, gentlemen, give me your rolls.
Okay, that is a 3.
That's a failure.
Well, it's not bad considering I'd no pips in study.
Yeah. Okay, so Agatha, we'll start with you because you got the success. You attune to the ghosts around, and after a short time, one of them spots the person you're looking for. So now you know where he is. He's just sort of walking up and down the docks. Not exactly clear what he's doing. Maybe he's just chatting to some old friends. Alias, as you're walking around... Oh, well, you've both still got a consequence of this, so I know what I'll do here. As Alias is walking around, and as Agatha's attuning to the ghost field, draw some supernatural attention, who then also focuses on Alias as he's canvassing.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, they won't approach me too closely.
A mysterious man, with what can only be described as smoke instead of hair, starts shadowing Alias. He doesn't do anything, but he is.
I'm gonna draw the coin from my breast pocket, and just sort of start.
Exactly.
You know that trick where you move it between fingers backwards and forwards, like that magicians could do, and probably normal people as well. That I can't do, with just working the coin between each finger.
He briefly makes eye contact, gives you a wink, and whispers, and mysteriously you hear him whispering, even though he's quite a distance away, as if he's whispering right in your ear, and you hear the words, give my regards to your friend, Rocky, was it? It was a pleasure doing business with him.
Oh.
Business.
This, just to remind you, is the demon from Rocky's entanglement at the end of the last session.
I wouldn't know that, though, because I don't think I was in the room.
You wouldn't.
No. So I'm just going to assume a bargain has been made. I mean, I'd know this was not normal. Like, this isn't... I'd know this was not mundane, right? Because of the smoke hair.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm going to assume
Rocky's
up to something.
This guy's got dark powers written all over him.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that Rocky's up to something, but it might not be related to right now. But I will, next time I see Rocky, I'm gonna be keeping a watch on Rocky for suspicious behaviour.
Okay. But yep, as I said earlier, you know where your guy's just walking up and down the docks. So how do you want to approach him?
Alias is a smarter people person, especially with men, so...
Is there anywhere reasonably secluded I could, for example, disguise myself as a sailor?
Yep, there's all sorts of empty warehouses, and, well, you've already been here before and disguised yourself in the blue, so you could do that as well.
Yes, let's do that. I'll disguise myself at the toilets as a sailor.
Okay, so you, I'm guessing you already have a sailor's uniform.
Oh, yes.
I'm not even going to question it.
Oh, yes.
So you, just grime up your face a bit.
It's very tight in the crotch.
Yep.
Oh, God.
You, thankfully the coffee in your hair helps here.
Yeah.
So, you have a sailor disguise.
Okay, I'm gonna head towards our mark, and I'm gonna gesture to Agatha to follow. And I'm gonna say, all right, mate. This woman here needs passage across the sea, right? You know anyone good doing that? Like, she's one of them. I don't know the word. Natural philosopher, I think they said something like that. Naturist. So one or the other. I don't know if she gets naked or if she likes animals, but she wants to get across the sea to see some weird animal that's off in I don't know where. She needs a boat, but ours is a fishing trawler. It ain't gonna do that. You know a good like Leviathan hunter or something like that. Someone that will manage to like proper, or like a passenger vessel that will manage the proper passage, I guess.
Okay, they look at you quizzically. You know, I keep using him for him, so we'll just say he's a he/they person.
Okay.
So they look at you quizzically. What do you want to roll for this?
I think I'm gonna go with sway. I think. Yeah.
Okay, John.
I think I'm gonna persuade.
Okay, yeah, that works. Do you want to push yourself or make a devil's bargain?
No, I don't think so. But I will have extra effect from my fine disguise kit.
That's true. Roll away.
Okay. Sway. Alright. That's a 5.
Yeah, that's a success for a complication. So, obviously, asking a random passerby about safe passage is maybe a little unusual, especially for a seasoned sailor, so I'm going to call that one notch on his clock.
Aw, damn
But
it.
to be fair, you're doing pretty well so far. No, the worst is Norin, and that's only half full. So they
What's her
look you down
romance
and say-
clock looking at, though?
Oh, yeah, well, Agatha's in on 2 of them so far, so... Of course it's going to be murder when they both run into her. So yeah, they, look you up and down and say, aye, that's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Do you know, Leviathan hunters don't really take passengers, you know, they just go out hunting.
Well, they'll do anything for money, though, won't they? I mean, sorry, they'll do anything for. I've lost the accent. Presumably, Alias hasn't, but they'll do anything for money, mate.
Okay, Crocodile Dundee now. Fair enough.
Bonza, mate, they'll do
you're
anything
right.
for money, and she's rich, isn't she? She's rich as.
Yep, true, but you know they're pretty well off themselves, so.
Yeah, but money's money. I mean, they'll be interested, right?
Oh, yeah,
It's worth
I
raising
guess
with your
cheap.
boss. Or
Yeah,
whoever.
well, you know, I'm free agent, but I'm trying to get into Claves, you know.
Oh, right. I thought you already had a boat. My mistake, mate. My mistake. Tell you what, sorry for wasting your time. Why don't I get you a pint? On me. Because I was going to, there was going to be money spent anyway on this. And, you've been very, very kind, very generous. Why don't I get you a pint?
Well, you know, yeah, never turn down a free drink. Sure. And
Nice.
he, he gestures to a bar nearby.
Excellent.
very
I don't really know the
located.
good bars around here. I lie.
And you know this one pretty well. It's called the Sinking Anchor.
I'm gonna like look away from the barman as I come in so I don't get recognised.
Yeah, they're actually.
Oi,
used to playing this
Alias!
nonsense.
You coming in for Sailor Sunday again?
Yeah, they're actually. I'm going to say the barman's probably used to your nonsense by now.
I've averted my gaze several times on the way in.
As you walk by, you hear him mutter, "Ugh, got to say the uniform out again."
I'm going to gesture for the usual, but the usual here is the dirtiest beer in the pub, because of course I'm dressed as a sailor. When I'm dressed as a sailor, it's the dirtiest beer. If I'm dressed in my normal clothes, it's a porn star martini. But
Yeah. Okay, so you receive a pint of the beer the Wraiths wouldn't have served you, even more watered down than usual,
excellent.
and twice the price because sailors never complain.
That seems wrong. Surely that's all they do.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Yeah, but if you complain all the time, do you actually complain?
It's just conversation at that point, yeah. Well, I'll complain
What are they
about the
gonna do,
pint, and I'll complain about the price as a sort of opening conversation.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I'm so sorry. I gestured to Agatha. What would you like as well? Beer? And I hold up, and you like see the flecks of dirt in it. Would you like a beer?
I'll just have some water, thank you.
Okay, are you sure it's dirtier than the beer? But gesture for some water, though. Can I have some tap water, please?
It's actually bright green from the copper.
Oh no!
I'm getting. No, not again. No. No,
Flashbacks.
the copper. Sorry, where was I? Where was I, mate? Sorry. You know when you're off at sea, sometimes you see that copper light. Copper. Don't like the word. But the green light, the bright, the flash, and that means the ghosts are coming. You know, the ghost light. It sets me off something proper. It sets me off something proper.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Lots of people. Yeah.
I lost I lost a lot of good friends. A lot of good friends that day. Hundreds of them. And a little tear is just starting to form.
Your hair follicles.
I miss him so much. I just miss him so much.
It's okay, Alias.
Cut down to their prime. They were beautiful, beautiful lads.
Yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll for this. He looks like he's actually having second thoughts now. About his, Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, the barbershop quartet I'm in, they sort of they sort of twisted my arm a bit, convinced me to help them get past it, join up on the crew just to get the experience. Like, there's this young lass who just wants to see the ocean. There's a barber who just wants to change the pace, and
It's just death.
That's
That's
one
all
you-
they'll get is death.
yeah. Well, I mean, we're meeting later. Maybe I should try and convince them otherwise.
Yeah, you're not doing them a favour by helping them on the boat, mate. You're just killing them.
I'm really
Okay.
just now pushing them to stop following their dreams.
Don't let
Okay.
them get on the boat, mate. You'll lose them like I lost my closest friends.
What do you want to roll to sell this?
I think it's sway again. I think this feels like sway.
Okay, do you want to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
I will take a devil's bargain. I might also add. I've just realised I've got cloak and dagger. I should be adding one die to these.
Hey,
Ooh.
Devil's Bargain. Well, I'll just be basic. Let's just say
I'm pretty
you
sure
have an
I'm
extra
the one
dice
who's
for an
basic.
Yeah, let's just say you can have an extra dice for another slice on his clock.
He's
Just
not too
remember,
high
you
on
know,
the clock. Let's go for that. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay, so he's on 2 of 4 now. Make your roll.
Let's go for success. Oh, that's cocked. It is a 5.
Okay, that's a partial success with consequences. So he says, yeah, I'm gonna talk. I think I'm gonna have to try and talk him out of it. Hey, say, what do you say your name was again? And he just looks you down, and he's might be a bit more suspicious now.
Oh, it's Wrinkle Jim. No. He's gonna say his name's Alias. He hasn't got the creativity to come up with an alias already. Like when he had time to think about it, he's definitely not gonna have time to think about it on short notice.
Alias, say, one hell of a nickname. But
Yeah.
just to warn you now, you're on 3 of 4 slices. So do anything to make him suspicious now, and he's gonna.
Wait, 3 or 4?
worried.
How did we get to 3?
Because that was the consequence from the 5.
Weren't we on a 1 for him before?
You're on the 1 to start with, and then you're on the 2 as the Devil's Bargain, and he's just on another 1 from the.
Oh God, yeah, no, yeah, that adds
The
up.
5, yeah.
God, that's stacked up quick.
Well.
Okay, so tread carefully.
It's alright. That's all I know how to do. Reach out for the gun.
Oh no.
Well, you've got your drink. I shouldn't be telling you the old horror stories from the sea. You know what you're getting into, but well, as long as you know what you're getting into. And I'm going to show. Can I flash back to when I was putting on the disguise? Can I have created a really grisly scar along like my arm or something?
Yeah, you can have that for 1 stress.
And then just roll up my sleeve and just show this horrendous looking scar. Like, just so you know what you're getting into, and then put that back, and then cover it up again.
Yeah, he just like doesn't in time. He's just sort of like.
I know it's horrible, and I'm just gonna, because I've got a sailor's cap, I'm just gonna hold that out and just say, look, I'm also collecting for veterans of the sea, if you understand me, for our medical treatment. We are often ostracized when we get back. I got lucky. I just got my injuries in places I can cover up, but not everyone is so lucky. And so I'm just gonna hold the hat a little bit close. I'm just collecting for for like-minded sailors. You know, we've got to look after our own. Am I right? Am I right?
What'd you like to roll for this?
I'll go sway again.
Okay. Are you going to take any bonus time
Nope.
for that?
I'm gonna go for a raw sway, I think.
Okay, don't forget your bonus from the disguise.
Ooh, yes. That is a 5.
Oh, okay.
Reach for that gun. I'm concerned.
Okay, so he looks you down a bit, throws a few coin into your hat. So add another coin to your... Yeah, add another coin,
Yes.
I guess.
4 coin.
Seems he's... Yep.
Thank you kindly, I appreciate that.
And it says... And he finishes his drink. It says, yep, of course. Well, if you excuse me, I need to think about what I need to, talk to my friends about. And he very sort of hastily excuses himself from the building. And I'm afraid the consequence from that was the last notch of his clock.
What does that mean again exactly? I think I know, but just
Basically, a clock is
refresh.
just means of tracking anything in this game, and it's just literally a circle with segments in it, and it can mean anything it wants it to. In this case, they all had a 4-part clock that measured their realising that something's untoward. And anyway, Hicks the shipwright has basically twigged that something's not quite right. Good news is, obviously, he may not have gotten a good look at Agatha, and you're at least in disguise. So maybe he doesn't actually know it was necessarily you. But I'm going to say he's going to speak to his friends, well, send a message to his friends, and add another 2 notches to each of theirs. So now Norrin's clock's filled, Clay's still fine, and the 4th person who you haven't met is fine. But 2 out of 4.
We screwed up.
Yeah, 2 out of 4 is suspicious.
Or at least Alias screwed up.
Oh dear. So
You
what's
pushed it a bit too much, mates.
You were at the table, you could have helped.
But I didn't get a chance, and you were going on about your score and how it was all so traumatic.
Yeah.
And wanting to collect. I mean, what was that about?
I mean, I'll be honest. This was exactly what I wanted to happen. So, I'm betting you want to know what's going to happen now then.
No.
Yeah.
The good news is, obviously, Agatha at least has an invitation to their meeting. And at least you've convinced at least one of them that maybe it's a bad idea. The bad news is, because 2 of them are actually worried someone's out to get them, or they're not actually quite sure why, they're going to go looking for help. So what I'm going to do is, for Hicks and for Norrin, I'm going to give them both a fortune roll each. Now Norrin's going to be rolling as a member of the can't find a tier rating for the university as a faction.
Make one up, it'll be fine. Free?
Yeah, 3 sounds about right.
I can't remember what the scale is, but probably, I don't know.
Well, 6 is the highest, so, but most, but 5's usually as high as it goes, so 2, 3, yeah, 3 for a large institution makes sense. And, obviously, Hicks is going to be rolling as shipwright, so that's going to be a docker, so that's tier 3 as well. So yeah, they're both going to be making a 3 dice fortune roll, just to see how well it goes looking for help. So if it's a success, you'll see. If it's a failure, maybe it might actually go your way. Okay, so first up, Norrin. She rolled, her highest roll was 4, so she's succeeded.
Darn.
And Hicks has also succeeded.
Oh god.
So
Now I'm wondering what that means.
Yep, a bit of meta knowledge here. But they have both successfully contacted the nefarious gang known as the Gang of Small Images.
Gang of Small Images. I don't know that one.
A quiet gang known for, well, they take odd jobs. They're a bit of a motley bunch. But if you come up against them, the good news is, you know what?
Oh god.
Do you remember? Yeah, the second session. Do you remember the second session? How it opened?
It was like 4 months ago. No.
More.
Okay, let me jog your memory. You're in the pub. You asked me to describe the patrons at the pub.
Oh, when I had so many porn star martinis.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yep.
I
Do you remember the
that.
first table I described?
Oh, God damn it.
And don't
What are
worry,
you like
I asked
again?
everyone if it was okay to use their characters.
Oh, no.
What are they like again? I remember that scene, but I don't
We're
remember.
being hunted by the famous and notorious band of idiots known as the Guild of Icons.
Right!
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Don't get anywhere near any walls. Or any vertical surfaces at all. Get no falls nearby. Get on a large flat plain, middle of a field, preferably with no trees, and we'll be fine.
okay. So, obviously, 2 successful rolls. Now, the good thing about coming up against the gang of tiny images is that obviously they're actually quite well known for splitting up a lot and going
God.
there and so they're only going to get 1 member for each of their efforts. So we're just going to roll, and Norrin is going to contact a mysterious, very cheerful woman known as Down to Earth Joy.
Oh no! That's the one I'm most scared of.
I may have some trouble playing this one. And Hicks has secured the services of...
Please be Rosetta Blasting. Please be Rosetta
yes.
Blasting.
Funny you say that. Blaster the Ruser.
Yes! Okay, we don't have to worry about one of them.
Okay.
Wow!
They'll annihilate their own feet and we'll be okay. Spend the next 4 weeks in hospital with blasted off toes.
I can't believe Leggy is playing. So I can't believe you're saying this about Leggy's character while they're sleeping.
Well, if you know, they should enjoy the game, and then I said it to their face.
Well, anyway,
Oh, no.
Agatha, you have an invitation to the Barbershop Quartet's meeting. You know they're going to be guarded by a grumpy musician and whatever the heck Joy is. But you've got your goal in mind. You need to convince them or force them to drop out of the not take the job, so you can make sure your friend gets in on the crew. It's time for the engagement roll.
Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. We might not actually have time to do this.
Okay.
Can we disguise ourselves beforehand, or?
Well, yep, we'll discuss how you want to. Okay. I keep forgetting what page I'm supposed to be looking on, and I can never actually remember it all off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, same. The PDF that you get from the Itch Humble bundle is searchable, which makes it a lot easier. And has bookmarks, which is...
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've got a physical book in front of me, so I'm having to flip through it. I think it's after the... the engagement roll. Right, sorry about that.
So that's alright.
Oh yeah, I cracked the spine. Okay, so how are you doing this? Assault, deception, stealth, occult, or social?
I don't think we want to do assault. We're not doing violence to do this. are we? Let's face it.
Mm.
We've kind of already attempted a social one, and it's not... I mean, it's had some success, but it's not finished the job, so I think we need something else.
What were the other options again? Occult and...
Deception.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you...
Yeah, sorry. Deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport.
Transport doesn't make sense, I don't think. We're not really moving anything anywhere.
Yeah. I don't really see how stealth would help for this either.
No, I suppose we either want deception or occult, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, you could try social if you just want to accept the invitation and go there.
We could accept the invitation knowing it's almost certainly a trap.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
They don't necessarily know Agatha's in on it. Of course, two of them are crushing on her, and as far as they know, she's been hitting on them deliberately, so...
That could work. So Alias goes in as the distraction, basically. Like I'm springing the trap. Meanwhile, Agatha is our own sort of. I suppose we're springing the trap as well. So I'm going in as bait, but really I know I'm bait, and so we're playing like 5D chess.
Yeah, the gambits are piling up.
Yes.
So, would you call that?
That's a pretty good plan.
Would you call that deception?
I think that's probably deception. Yeah, it's sort of a blend of deception and social, but probably closest to deception.
Yeah.
Okay. The detail you need for that is the method of deception. So, what's your what's your in?
I think our method is I'm going in because I've been invited. I know it's a trap, but I'm going to act like it's not.
Agatha's the one who is invited because...
Oh,
obviously,
right. Yeah.
Norin crushing on her.
I mean, Agatha would be deceiving them by flirting with them, pretty much.
Yeah. Basically, Agatha's basically accepting what Norin thinks is a date.
They're suspicious of me, right? So they're going to be keeping an eye on me. I could essentially fake doing suspicious things to draw their attention, giving Agatha more time to get, to draw fire, basically, draw heat away from Agatha at all times, because they're expecting me to be suspicious. They'll already be looking for it.
Yep, I love it.
And I'll be like looking at items, trying to open doors or something like that, walking into the wrong place and go, oh, sorry, I needed the toilet.
Okay. You're plotting to destroy their dream, convince them to abandon their dreams, and between you are two sociopathic mercenaries.
I am not sociopathic. I went for a specifically div, not gone for cold yet.
I was talking about not grounded and not res.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that fits.
Actually, no, I'm only talking about grounded because I'm only allowed to say that about my character. Just to be clear, it's not canon that grounded is a sociopath. She's very nice.
Rosat's the opposite of a sociopath as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, actually.
He adopted a ghost child. for no possible gain.
I really need to get around to watching all the Guild of Icons.
There's quite a lot of it now.
Yeah, I know, and I've just been so busy, and I haven't been able to catch up, and just more keeps coming.
Okay. Oh well, let's hurry this along. Okay, so item loadouts. You going light, medium, or heavy?
Unusually, I'm going medium.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to draw that suspicion still. So I'm going to look like I've got a few items on me that might be, burglary items. I'm not going obviously heavy, like full armor, but it's going to look like I'm wearing a bit of kit.
Okay.
Yeah, Agatha will go light and just try to come across normally. She'll even dress up prettily.
Ah.
No.
Okay.
She'll get ready for her big occasion.
Excellent. Okay, so the engagement roll. 1 for luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I think so. I mean, I'm walking into a trap.
Yeah, and I think for Agatha this is daring as well because it's completely outside of her realm of comfort and just she has no idea what might happen and she's quite anxious about it.
Yep, I'll take that. 2 dice, so that's 2 dice so far. Does your plan to detail expose the vulnerability of them?
Other than their suspicion of me, I don't think so.
Well, I mean...
Have they taken any defences or special preparations? Yes, they have, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to call that a negative dice. So you're back down to 1.
For the previous thing, I feel like vulnerability, like Norin and Clave falling for Agatha so easily is a bit of a vulnerability.
True. You know what, we'll call that even actually, he's still at 2. Any friends or contacts?
Is it time to bring Nirix, the prostitute, in? Take her as my date. I'll break through the window or something while you're going in through the front door and I'll just say, hey, I got invited too, didn't I? This is Nirix. She's costing me a lot of money.
In fact, you know what? I think the smoky-haired gentleman... No, I won't be that mean. I thought maybe I could have the smoky-haired gentleman still following you.
Well, he could be my escort if he wants.
Yeah, I think that's unfair, so we'll call that a null. And are there any other elements? Yeah,
Don't think
I'd
so.
say you can have an extra die just because you're literally infiltrating a group of 4 friends that just happens to have 2 mercenaries guarding them. I mean, it's not like these are the city council or anything. They're just like 3 dudes. Well, 2 women and an NB and a dude, but...
Yeah, true. It's not like we're going to have to deal with, like, high walls and dogs and...
I mean, you might have to deal with high walls. Grounded's there. Not grounded. Sorry, down-to-earth joy.
Down-to-earth joy, yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. Some people call her by her nickname Down-to-Earth or just Down-to-Earth. Wait, no, I said that. Some people call her by her surname Joy. No one really knows what her first name is. But anyway, that's 3d6. So let's see what your engagement roll looks like.
Oh, I could really do with a 6.
Oh, good news. You got a 6.
Hey!
Okay, so obviously Agatha, you are invited, so you're welcomed in. You're introduced. Norin introduces you to everyone. Clave looks surprised, but if she's particularly upset, or disappointed, she doesn't show it.
Oh, damn!
I was wondering how that would
monster.
work. I was wondering how that would work out.
Stone cold.
And you guess, what are you doing?
I'm going in through the window. with Nirix on one arm, and we're just going to start looking at paintings, or like probably not paintings, but like looking at things and going loudly and going, "Isn't that lovely?" Like just to get their attention, so they know I'm here immediately, and go, "Isn't this just stupendous?" Oh.
Wait, when you say go through the window, are you you're just walking in through the window, climbing in through the window?
Yeah, climbing in through a window.
Okay, I thought you were just like doing the heroic entrance thing.
But basically,
like
smash. No, basically just so that they welcome in Agatha, and then they just hear almost immediately from another room, "Isn't this just a wonderful urn?" And then maybe a smash. Like, oops.
Yeah, they're they don't say anything, but they don't.
How dreadfully gauche of me.
Apologies.
Okay, so Well, obviously, Hicks is feeling nervous, especially with Alias there, with Nyrix. But he's talking to their friends, and yep, he's just sort of bringing up the possibility that maybe this is a bad idea. Obviously, there's a fourth member of their quartet who you don't really know. He's just if you ever played Nice in the Woods, he's just basically Germ. Just sort of hangs to the side. They all sort of like him but don't know him that well.
Yeah, that's fitting.
I'm going to start opening some drawers and doors and sort of like rifling through things.
Okay, so Norian turns to Agatha, blushing a bit, says, Agatha, is this a friend of yours?
No, I don't know him at all.
It's just, well, when I ran into you at the pub earlier, he has been kind of creepy.
Oh,
and
yeah, he's a bit of a stalker, I guess.
Hicks, he said he looks like a sailor that sounds like him. Oh, right, yeah, oh, right, we've actually got a couple of, we actually hired some people to just sort of, keep an eye out, because we're a bit nervous about it. I mean,
that sounds like a very good idea. I mean, that's smart. If you feel unsafe, you should protect yourself.
Yeah, you should, like, one of them's pretty cool, actually. She's, really cheerful. I think she talks to ghosts, so that's weird.
It's not that weird. I'm gonna try to be casual about it, but it's like visibly like
blushing.
I know it's mediums, but yeah, she just sort of. Yeah, I guess there's nothing actually wrong with it. It's just.
I mean, everyone likes their own thing. Like you like the ocean, and I like the ocean as well. That's also not quite safe, is it? There's a lot of dangerous stuff out there as well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean Hicks mentioned that. Still.
Isn't this a gorgeous armoire, Nyrix? Is that a love seat over there?
At this point, Flav just sort of this is all taking place in the barber shop, obviously. She just sort of slips upstairs, and how do you want to react to that, if at all?
I'm going to just obviously follow.
Oh dear. Okay, so you're not gonna try and sneak or anything?
No.
Okay,
actually, can I attempt to sneak but fail on purpose?
Okay, what do you want to roll to sell that?
Nothing.
Okay.
I want to fail, if possible. I want to be noticed. Oh, I see, like deception, maybe.
Yeah.
What would that be?
You need to sell it.
Well, I mean, I could just walk up behind it, to be honest, to sell it. There isn't really an acting sort of skill for this, so what would be closest?
I'd say it's,
I could try prowl,
maybe,
but I kind of want to fail at prowling.
I'd say you're prowling in a different... You could argue you're prowling in a different way, or you could argue you're trying to sway.
I'll go with sway. I'll go with sway.
Would you like take a devil's bargain or push yourself?
No, I think it's going to be amusing either way, and will probably still further my goals even if I fail. So I'm just going to go for a flat roll on this one to save the stress for later, because I'm pretty sure it's going to get stressful soon. That's cocked. That's a 4.
RPG chess with me as well. Okay, that's a partial success. Okay, so obviously you follow her.
The Barbershop Quartet doing an a cappella version of the Pink Panther themes. I'm going up.
Yeah, by sheer coincidence, they're literally practicing that. And would you have it? You theatrically step on a floorboard, and it stops at just the right moment as she turns and glances at you, and hurries up the stairs.
I'm going to follow and go, "Excuse me, do you know where the toilet is?"
Okay, yep, you sell that as a bad attempt to salvage a bad attempt at sneaking. Consequence, she literally shouts, "Hey, he's here!"
Yes, and I need the toilet.
Okay.
Someone just tell me where I can go.
So, obviously, two figures walk out. One's a sort of a fairly skinny-looking young one who, well, she has a spirit mask, so you can tell she's probably a whisper.
I reach for the pistol. No, I'm not going for the pistol yet. We could probably salvage
she's
it.
Vibrating. The other's a very grumpy-looking person, and well, they're holding a pair of bagpipes, and they're just like, well, they look like, even though they're actually looking down to walk down from the top of the stairs at you, they're somehow giving you a Kubrick stare.
You two, where's the toilets?
Okay, so the young lady turns to her friend and says, maybe he is just looking for the toilet. And the other, obviously,
The other one says,
and the other
"Yeah,
figure turns
nah."
to her, looks blankly, and says, "Are you causing trouble?"
I just need the toilet. There will be trouble if I don't find the toilet. Is it up here? Is it up here? I'm going to pick a random door and just try to open it, like on the floor that I'm on. Is this the toilet? Will someone just tell me where the toilet is? This doesn't seem like it's a difficult question.
Door just to your left.
To the left. Okay, I'm going to go right. This isn't a toilet. What are you talking about? This is clearly someone's, I don't know what. Where's this toilet?
Okay, at this point, at this point, Joy, basically, she sort of, acrobatically flips down from the banisters and tries to grab you by the shoulders. What do you want to do?
Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright. She grabs me by the shoulders. I draw a pistol.
Okay, what do you want to roll here?
I'm gonna try and persuade her with the pistol. Via I'm gonna say like probably command. I'm going to say, you let go of me right now.
Okay. Do you want to take a devil's bargain or push yourself?
I'm gonna push myself on this one, I think.
Okay. Roll away. And take 2 stress.
Oh yes. Oh, I've thrown one of them on the floor. Let's try that again. Okay, that is a 5.
Okay, that is a success for a complication. So she pauses a moment.
Just let go and walk away.
Looks at the pistol, and she basically just sort of pushes up and flips back up because she was sort of hanging by her feet from the banister because obviously you're only a few steps down from the top.
I'm going to put the pistol back
So
and
she
go,
just sort of-
we can be nice now.
Yep, she
just
just sort of-
tell me where
yep.
the toilet is.
She just flips back up. Draws a crossbow.
Oh shit!
Okay.
So, Mexican standoff. What do you want to do?
Can Agatha do something?
I'm going to fire the
Okay,
pistol.
Well, actually, yeah, let's just cut back to Agatha.
Yeah, no,
Agatha.
that's fine. That's fine by me. That gives me more time to plan.
Okay, Agatha, so, obviously they're regaling you with their rendition of, the, song of, the Purple Puma musical, which everyone, of course, loves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. It took me a moment.
The purple. Oh, the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Which is actually about a very, which few people know is actually about an incompetent, blue cloak and grey cloak who ends up arrested at the end. A breakout character.
Yes. So I'm sitting there listening to the barbershop quartet, pretty much, or standing there, whatever.
Norin's trying to catch your eye as she sings.
Would it be possible for Agatha to watch and listen? Well, watch attentively and seem involved while at the same time attuning.
Allow them. Just sort of quietly just, well, it's just the equivalent of trying to pretend you're paying attention while you're on your phone, except of course you've got an invisible phone. That's ghosts. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking at Norin and just smiling and like showing interest while mentally being a bit tuned out because I'm actually attuning.
I like it. Do you want to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
I've been on the edge of trauma this whole session, so I don't think it's a good idea to push myself.
It's tough.
Just to be clear, what are you trying to do?
Well, you know, just one of them is a whisper, right? You said.
Yep.
Well, actually, I would like to try to command spirits to go after the whisper, sort of, yeah.
Okay. You're trying to sort of, turn the ghost community against her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just subtweet her.
Cancelled in the ghost community.
Yeah. I don't know if that's command or a tune.
I'd say command if you want to command the spirits, but a tune could also work. I mean, I'd say command probably has the best effect.
Yeah, I guess so, but I have 1 point less in command. If I ask what the devil's bargain is, do I have to accept it automatically? I forgot.
Nope, you can turn down the devil's bargain at any time.
Okay.
Okay,
What?
devil's bargain. We'll say at least a few ghosts are always going to side with her, even if you convince most of them to turn on her. And they're probably not going to be too happy with you.
Trying to think if that would be okay. Yeah, I think I don't want to accept that one.
Okay. Well, just give me a roll then.
Yeah, two die.
Yep, that's how you become a ghost.
Oh, I made the same joke about Clave earlier. I would prefer if she had died or if she were dead. It's a 5.
Okay, that's a success for complications, so... yep. The ghosts sort of turned on her. She's normally quite used to sort of getting the lay of the land from ghosts. And she's a bit disorientated now. So obviously she's had a crossbow pointed at Alias, but she's sort of put it down and just sort of glances over her shoulder.
Oh, that was her. Okay.
So, Blaster looks at her and says, "Hey, you okay there?" And she just sort of stays quiet and steps back a bit.
When she steps back, does she step over the balcony that she's on, or?
No, she's at the top of some stairs, so she has nothing to fall off.
Oh.
But she's nervous enough. She just reflexively de-escalated with Alias.
Woo!
But there's a complication, so Norian's noticed you look a bit glazed over. And, well, Clave's smirking. Things might get a bit dicey shortly.
Uh-oh. There's trouble in paradise. Okay, well that's not as big an issue as what might have happened with Alias.
That's true.
And I'm going to say, obviously, because you are attuned with the ghosts, you know what you obviously know what's going on in the well, just not quite upstairs, not quite downstairs, but on the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Alias, the young lady who was pointing a crossbow at you has just hesitated and stepped back. What's she going to do?
I draw my pistol. And I reach into another pocket of my coat. Because I'm in the heavy duty fur coat. Well, the normal duty fur coat, medium armor. And I'm going to pull out cult documents.
Oh God.
And I'm going to say, listen, I'm not meant to be saying this. I am undercover here. I'm going to flash the documents which have a blue coat's badge on there. I'm going to say I am Detective Inspector Clueless. And I'm investigating a very serious matter here. Now, if you continue to be in my way, I will have no choice but to arrest you, and that criminal record will ruin your chances of a mercenary career. So please stand down and let me do what I need to do. Understood?
What do you want to roll for that? Well, you used an item, so I'll say yep, Blaster stares you down, because obviously Joy's just feeling a bit weirded out at the moment and might take a moment, and says, "Put the pistol away and we'll talk."
Fine by me. I put the pistol away and say, I've said all I need to say. I'm going in that room to have a look around, and you are going to let me do my job, or I will arrest you.
Okay. Blaster says, "Okay, show me your documents."
I'll hand over the documents.
Okay, so you climb up the last couple of steps. Blaster picks up the documents from you. Obviously, well, they're in order. Well, they look convincing. So he just sort of flashes the watching you gesture at Alias and steps aside. Joy sort of revives a bit and gives you a glare. It would seem she is not fond of well, no one's fond of the blue coats anyway, but she it seems that she's especially not fond of them, but nevertheless lets you pass.
Okay, I'm going to go past. I'm going to start looking through. Like, I'm going to find basically the nearest room and start rifling through things.
Okay, you're looking for anything in particular?
Just having a look in general, but I also kind of want to attract the attention of the person I was following up the stairs initially. See if they can come and investigate, maybe.
Okay, so obviously, what did I call her? Oh, Clave has actually seen all of this. So as you walk into the room, you hear her saying, "Hey, you really gonna let her do this?" Yep, her voice has changed again. And Joy says, well, he are we letting him do this again? Blasted just sort of shrugs. Let him do what he wants for now.
Excellent. And what was your name again? Clave? Please take a seat. I have a few questions to ask you. Did you expect this to go knives out when when you were prepping it?
Hey, if you're on business, I'm charging you for the haircut now.
I think after what you did, you're lucky I'm not suing you. Let's be fair. Let's be honest.
Find a judge who likes the blue coats. I dare you.
They all like us. We keep them in business.
Basically everyone else in the room rolls their eyes at that. Even you roll your eyes slightly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, without the blue coats, the judges have very little to do.
Bold of you to assume there's actually a functional legal system.
Well, doesn't
Who
have
are
to
the
be.
blue coats again? Like the police?
Yeah, the police.
Yeah, they're the police. Not to be confused with the grey coats, who are ex-police officers turned gang members.
Now, please take a seat before I have to call him back up. You don't want to see, I presume, at your place of business.
Yeah.
It might be bad for your, future sales.
But keep this short. I want to get back to practice.
Practicing Barbery, because you could do with some.
Get to the point.
Where were you on the night of January the 6th?
What's in January?
What's the first month in this world then? GM? Gonna put you on the spot like that?
Right, oh god, they did have the months listed.
I want to
think we
remind
did
you,
go over
as
that
you're
list
flitting
once.
through this, you brought this entirely on yourself.
Yeah. I bring everything on myself by agreeing to do this.
I really love that that Bree made an Inspector Clouseau reference, and then you actually became Inspector Clouseau in this universe.
Inspector Clueless.
I bring everything on myself. Yeah. Guild of Icons, bring it all on myself. When I'm the actual GM, I bring it on myself.
Poor Bree.
Okay, where were you on Market Day of Calavet?
Yeah. Well, as it happens, I was at a cappella practice, like I am now. Guess she's Scottish now.
And you were here all night.
Yep, I'd like to be here all night too.
Were you alone? Or do you have others that can vouch for you?
And she literally just points down the stairs to the room where everyone else is now, singing. What would they be singing? They're singing, "It's a rat trap, and you've been caught."
So why do you want to stop being a barber? Besides, and I gesture at the back of my head.
I just wanted a bit of excitement.
There's not enough excitement in Duskvol, a place full of ghosts, the unquiet dead, demons. The sea will kill you if you fall in.
Well, there's the thing. I've been a barber. My mum and pa were barbers. My grandparents, all barbers. My extended family, my cousins, guess what? They were also barbers.
And you're throwing that all away for chances of excitement. You know that if you succeed, you'll leave all three of your friends behind. No quartet.
I mean, what do you mean? Norrin and, Norrin did pretty well, and Hicks, they know this craft in and out. They're a shoo-in.
And you're sure all four of you will make it in?
Well, we're not sure about, Stev.
And so if there are three of you, are you planning a barbershop trio?
Well,
help me understand here. What my problem with this whole thing is you appear to base a huge chunk of your life around practicing for your barbershop quartet, but are pretty eager to see it dissolved within a matter of weeks.
what's your point here? What are you investigating? My life choices?
I'm investigating a disappearance. And I will ask the questions, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change? Why so eager to put everything up to chance and dissolve the one thing that you spend all your time practicing for to leave the city? Why would you need to leave the city in a hurry?
It's my brother, you see. He was always the black sheep of the family. Joined a gang. Can't remember what it was called, but yeah, must have been a couple of weeks ago.
Would he be the boy that we dredged from the sea?
The sea? I don't know. He just took his mask. Said he had a deal with a vampire or something. Something about a book. And he walked out the door. We never heard of him again. And I realised maybe I need to take chances.
So you saw your brother take a chance and never come back, and you thought that was the best idea for you.
Well, it sounds stupid when you put it that way.
It does, doesn't it? Which is why I'm having trouble understanding your sudden decision to leave the city when we've just dredged a body from the harbour.
You dredge bodies from this harbour all the time. Like, they had to dredge like 5 of them out after the interview.
Look, I know you have a poor opinion of the Bluecoats, and to be honest, some of us probably deserve it, but I am beholden to justice. I will not allow my city to slide any more into depravity, and I will not allow a murderer like yourself to just skip town days after committing the crime.
Talking about... I'm a Frelin Barber.
So you have access to blades, is what you're saying. You have access to blades. Are you suggesting you could not commit a murder with the razor blades you have downstairs right now?
Conversation's getting dark.
Because if you can't conceive of a way to do that, perhaps you're not cut out for the Leviathan ships.
So you're saying either I'm a murderer and I need to go to prison, down Ironhook, or you're saying I'm not a murderer and therefore I can't leave town because I'm incompetent.
You see the paradox I'm trying to understand. You either did this murder and you're trying to skip town, or you didn't do this murder and apparently also don't understand how you have ample opportunity to kill people, and yet you want to get on a monster hunter's boat, go monster hunting in the middle of the sea where it's full of God knows what.
So you're saying I should murder people instead of contribute to the economy?
No,
That's not very just.
I'm saying it doesn't make any sense that you want to leave all of a sudden to go and hunt monsters and kill things when you don't even understand how to kill a person. So I rather believe you do understand how to kill a person, and that's why you're trying to leave.
Say to convince you. I've got my 3 witnesses downstairs.
Very good. I'll question them next. I'm going to get up and like swish the coat behind me as I leave.
John, to roll a thing to swish your coat.
Yes, and I'll also add, as I leave, I'm going to say, don't skip town.
Okay.
Finesse?
You don't have to roll anything. That's a crit.
Yes.
She is suitably awed. She's even completely forgotten that the girl who she thought she had a chance with seems to be hitting on Norin the nerd.
Oh yeah, where did I leave my prostitute? I wonder what Nyrix has been up to while I've been doing this.
Oh, she's just been listening to the music.
Well, that's alright then. She quite likes good music, obviously, as we both have a theatre background.
Oh, she's actually been chatting to, oh yeah, she's been chatting to Stiv a bit. Seems he's actually quite a clever guy, but, you know, still very bland, but, you know.
Can't be helped.
Anyways, you going back down to the main room?
Yes, I'll head back down to the main room, and I'll stand at the bottom of the stairs and just sort of regard the rest of the people. I'll keep my eye on them.
Oh, as you walk past Joy, she says, "Bacon sandwich?"
Oh, yes, please.
She presses 2 pieces of bread to your face.
I should have shot you when I had the chance.
She high-fives Blasted. and lets you keep going.
Surprise Blasted doesn't agree with me.
Probably, but I'm in control right now, so...
Yeah, fair.
He's the best character in the entire damn game.
Oh god, the DMPC has arrived.
By the way, all the respectable gods here are birds.
Of course. Mm. Oh dear.
Anyway, as you re-enter the room, Clave rejoins the rest of the quartet, who suddenly stop. Somehow, Stiv manages to perfectly recreate the sound of a record scratch, but no one's quite sure how. Namely because the record hasn't... Well, they exist, but they're kind of expensive. So sorry, I saw the chat.
Oh, let me check.
So she says to her friends, guys, I've been thinking, maybe this whole ship thing isn't a good idea. I mean, you know how things have been going recently. It's just, yeah, maybe my head's not in the right place, and it's not a good decision. And Hicks nods and says, "Hey, I've been having bad ideas, a bad feeling about it. I mean, I don't trust the sorcerer's motives, but none of us might come back." And Norin looks at Stiv, who just shrugs and nods, because, well, he knows he's not going to be getting on the crew anyway. And Norin thinks for a minute and says, come on, guys. Where's your sense of adventure? And she sort of looks at Agatha and gives her a small smile.
Give her a reason to stay, Agatha.
Oh no!
Propose, Agatha. Down on one knee.
That might be a success.
Yeah, I need to try to think of a way to let her down easily, but still have her. I don't know how to do this.
If you aren't sure yourself how to do it, you could always just roll for it. I mean, you don't have to role play it if you don't want to. I mean, you can role play it or role play it.
I'm just trying to think. Well, I was thinking about earlier. Has a significant amount of time passed between when Norin saw me glaze over and now?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, I would say that Agatha is still looking glazed over and she's unresponsive and she's actually like slumped over. I don't know if she was sitting down or sitting over, but she's clearly unwell.
Okay.
Like she's suddenly gotten some kind of seizure or epilepsy attack.
Okay,
Well, she's faking that at least.
Okay, what are you trying to do here then?
Yeah, trying to distract Norin and make her concerned. Like she'll take Agatha to the doctor or something.
Okay, ice cold. What do you want to roll for that?
I guess that's probably deception, right? Although I could also do a tune and just have like spirits tell them to fuck me up or something.
Do that, I guess.
Just like
You're just trying to make yourself look unwell, so you could actually make yourself actually unwell if you wanted.
Yeah, just have the spirits kind of just do some bad juju to me.
Okay. Do you wanna push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
Is it a tune or command?
I'd say a tune because you're just sort of, I guess, letting the ghost field you up.
Okay, well, I'll just do a regular tune then.
Okay. Okay, roll your dice then.
2 6s.
Wow. That's a crit then.
Started off with it and...
Hey, for that, I'm gonna say you managed to convincingly look unwell, and you managed to do it without actually harming yourself. Norian immediately rushes up to you and says, "You okay?
No.
She splutters a bit and looks at her friends.
Help.
Okay, and Hick speaks up and says, there's a... We lost someone from the chat there.
Yes.
Sorry, it accidentally dropped from the call there.
Oh, okay.
I heard was Hicks speaks up.
Okay, Hick speaks up and says, "Hey, yeah, there's a physica just down the road. Maybe you should take your lady friend down there."
And Agatha whispers very quietly, like almost inaudibly, just like breathing, like, "I'm sorry." Just like trying to guilt trip Norin, kinda.
Yeah. And yep, as Norin sort of pulls you over her shoulder, with the help of Hicks, because obviously he's a good sort. As she says to him, you know, I think you might be right. Maybe the sea's not worth it. And they obviously carry you down to the Physica, who I'm going to say, because you rolled a crit, concludes that you might have had a nasty experience with the supernatural, most likely while you're near the harbour. And that's basically enough to convince Norin that this is a bad idea. And because she was the last holdout, that's all 3 of the potential crew members out of your way.
I can't believe that worked.
Also, Agatha's dating someone, except not.
Well,
Heartbreaker.
I'm just going along with the flow for right now and just kind of letting her care for me, and we'll see how it goes, but Agatha likely won't stick around, but we'll see how it goes. Agatha will probably not be able to suppress her natural instincts, but... Well, first Agatha has to recover, quote-unquote, and just let Norin take care of her for a bit. If Norin is inclined to do so.
Oh. Then, as everyone's muttering in agreement that they're probably going to stay and maybe pursue a career as a a cappella band, maybe, you know, try and get booked at a couple of pubs.
I think that's the best outcome.
Yeah, Joy and Blasted walk through the door, having apparently overheard the conversation. And Blasted says, "Do we still get paid?"
I was 80% sure you were going to say, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Right. And, well, either way, you know, the other thing we agreed. And then the crew nod, and we all stand out with a a cappella version of Wonderwall. Accompanied on the bagpipes.
Oh god. This is Alias and my own personal hell.
Agatha, if she were able to listen, she would actually enjoy that.
Okay, well, that's the end of the heist, so...
Mission success!
Yep. Let's just quickly quickly get downtime out of the way.
The slots
That
again.
was amazing.
That was really good fun.
I can't believe we pulled it off.
Yeah.
It was just very good.
That went less off the rails than I expected.
It almost went very off the rails when I pulled the pistol.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I was cheating a bit when with Hick, so I did actually sort of push the clock a bit more just to make sure you caused kerfuffle and Hick. We could get to the engagement, but
we would have had too easy a time otherwise.
Yeah, we were doing a little too well at convincing people.
We're just too good.
Yeah. Obviously, I haven't been watching the video feed as been doing this, but I can't wait to go back and see the look on your face when you realise what I was doing.
Yeah. I believe there was a goddammit from Nolus as well.
Well, anyway, obviously you get 2 downtime activities each, so how are you going to be spent? Oh wait, coin and experience.
I have 4 coin already, and that seems to be the maximum on the character sheet. I don't know how that works.
Basically, excess coin goes in your stash.
Okay.
Your stash is basically, it's sort of a measure of how well your character's doing. In an emergency, you can take out coin out of your stash, like double, and that basically, your stash is basically just like your whatever lifestyle you're living. So if you're taking it out, you're basically selling stuff off. But but excess coin goes in the stash, and also when your character's retired, it determines how well they do for themselves.
Yeah.
So I have 4 coin and 1 stash, I guess.
Yep, so you can put that 1 coin in the stash. In addition, I can't really think of a way you get paid for this.
No, it's kind of our own mission, I guess, not a...
Yeah, we're progressing our own sort of background clocks almost by acting.
Our own goals.
Yeah.
Well, the cult goals.
Okay, so let's see. Well, if nothing else, I'm gonna say... Yeah, the group was on average higher rep than you, so I'm gonna say that's 2 by default rep, plus 1 rep.
Okay. Oh, hang on, I've got the cult playbook somewhere.
Yeah, I don't have
so
the
if you
cult
just-
playbook on
yeah.
hand.
Yeah, if you just add 3 rep to that.
Yeah, I'll get that.
I wouldn't say you kept it completely quiet, so you still get the rep.
Order of the Orb. Here we go. So how much rep was that, sorry?
Plus 3 rep.
Oh, we've maxed out our rep.
Ooh.
That means we need to do a thingy at some point.
Yeah.
Very soon,
you
actually.
Can, you can get a holding.
Yeah, don't we have to actually do something to do that, though?
Yeah, that can be the next session.
I can't remember if we had
Might
to
make it
do
cold
or
open.
spend something to do it. It was one or the other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you spend coin.
Okay. Well, depending on how much coin it is, we might. I mean, if the two of us have 4 coin each, we might actually have enough.
Oh yeah, that's true.
For what exactly? Sorry, I was reading the SRD formats.
For upgrading our crew. Finally.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
Just trying to find how you do
I
that.
could go for that.
Because we're extremely vulnerable at the moment. The faction game development. Here we go. Yep. We've got the rep. Yeah, you can pay to increase your crew tier because we've already got a strong hold, I think. Because you start with a strong one. And so it costs coin equal to your new tier times 8. So our tier would be 1, so it's going to cost 8 coin. We've got 8 coin between us, if we want to just do that.
Yep, you can do that if you want to.
Would you be up for spending 4 coin on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, so we're now a tier 1 cult.
Yep. The Order of the Orb is now tier 1 cult.
So I'll pop that in, and I'll drop our rep down to 0 again. Which is good, because if we got any more rep, it would just be 0 until you level up.
So that worked as well?
Oh, and our hold is now reduced to weak instead of strong, but we are weak tier 1 instead of strong tier 0, which is better.
Remind me what tier does again? Because I'm the worst GM imaginable.
Tier helps us a little bit, I think, with... I think tier helps us... Yeah, so you use your tier rating to roll dice when you acquire an asset, as well as for any fortune roll, for which your crew's overall power level and influence is the primary trait. So... and also the engagement roll, I think, depends on relative power. So if we're attacking someone really strong, I think we get a -1 to our engagement. So having a higher tier changes that.
Also, our gang skill and quality goes up.
Oh, does it?
That's true. Yep. If you send your acolytes to do anything, they use your tier rating for that.
Oh, nice. Well, that's going to help as well, because we haven't had a ton of use for them yet, because they've been quite weak. But what we should also probably start thinking about doing is acquiring some turf or...
every time the crew advances, each PC gets stash equal to crew tier +2.
Oh, sweet.
To represent the profits. So, yep, everyone gets to increase their stash by 3.
3 stash each, nice.
Well, we pretty much almost paid for itself.
Yeah.
Well, each crew member, if the others also get +3 coin, that we actually get more than we invested.
Oh, it's stash, not coin, which is slightly less useful than coin. But still useful. Stash. But yeah.
Okay.
Just leave that note in chat for everyone who wasn't playing.
It's pretty good. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you didn't get any extra coin for that because you weren't really getting coin, were you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, no.
Well, to be fair, that's why I had the poker game at the beginning, just to give you an opportunity.
Yeah, and we made good bank on that.
We each got a coin. It's pretty good.
2 coins, in fact.
Oh, we got 2 coins each?
Yep.
Oh, okay, then I have 1 coin more than I thought.
Yep, I'm gonna say, for heat, I'm going to say it was low exposure. Target wasn't particularly high profile because it was just a barber shop and a group of amateur singers. Well, semi-professional singers. No hostile turf. You weren't at war with anyone. You didn't kill anyone for once. Yep, you got out of this with no heat.
Woohoo! That's good because we had quite high heat a while ago, if I remember.
Oh yeah, that up to your wanted level, I think.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. What's the XP payoff again? You mentioned XP earlier.
Remind me. Oh, XP, yeah, obviously. Okay, so we'll start with Alias.
Here we go. I didn't roll any desperate actions.
Unfortunately not.
Despite regularly doing some nonsense. And however, addressing a challenge with deception or influence, I definitely did that at least 2 times.
Yep, you can have 2 XP for that.
Which are going to go into insight, giving me a brand new point in insight. Which I'm going to put into survey.
Perfect.
Which now means I have one die roll on that, that resistance one, which takes you a minimum of pips.
Oh, yeah.
Express your beliefs, desires, drives, heritage, or background. I did use my heritage, and
yeah, you did bring up being a Leviathan hunter at least.
Background.
Yeah, that once when you helped out Agatha, so
yeah.
We'll call that +1.
And I think I probably expressed my drives for luxury and hotness at the poker game. I would say.
Yep. Plus you you acquired an entire new trauma as well, so
yeah,
you can have 2 for that.
So I'll put those into resolve, I think.
Lovely stuff.
And then last one, you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. I was definitely reckless, and I was definitely haunted.
Yeah, I thought that's what we just did then.
Oh, no, the one before is beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Alright, you only get XP from those once. Alright, yeah, you meant...
Yeah, so each bullet point you can get up to 2 XP for.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I meant the +2 was for the traumas. I think you, I'd say you just got +1 for the background. If that's okay with you. But yeah, you can have +2 for the vice or traumas because you definitely did that.
Yeah, fair enough then. So I'll put that into
And Agatha?
What are all those questions again? I can't find them in the online
it
game
should
rules.
It should be on your playbook.
Right, the playbook. I haven't. I've had my character sheet open, but I haven't had the playbook open.
Your character sheet's your playbook in this game. The playbook is just what this game calls your character sheet. And your
I don't see those. Oh, gather information. No, that's not the questions.
It should trigger XP somewhere on there.
Earning XP. Every time you roll a desperate action, mark XP in that action's attribute.
Yep, you did that once, did you?
Yeah.
Record? Yep, you recorded that, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the XP for that in Resolve.
Yep, there should be one that says address an issue with da-da-da-da-da. And
so, you addressed the challenge with knowledge or arcane power. Oh, I definitely did that. Multiple times, as usual.
+2 for that.
Yep. Can I choose in which?
Yep, you can put XP you gain from this wherever you want it.
Okay. And then you expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I feel like Agatha actually had to kind of suppress her
Yeah, well,
drives. I did express
okay.
my beliefs at the very start at the
Yeah.
poker game.
Well, having to suppress them is still express them in the way, so you can have +2 for that.
Ooh, okay, this is working out. You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session.
I'd say
No,
you did
probably not.
sort of struggle with it a bit because you had to get past it to actually
Yeah,
sort of try and
yeah,
seduce your targets. So you can have
yeah,
+1.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I could actually
Oh, before we forget.
almost fill my playbook XP.
Oh, lovely.
But,
Okay, but
hmm.
you haven't filled any XP tracks, have you?
No, I'm still thinking right now about
Okay.
how to. What to
Well,
pick.
Okay. We'll move on to crew advancement then.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the crew specific XP trigger for cults again?
Advance the agenda of your deity or embody its precepts in action. I don't think we really did at all
Nope.
on that
No
one.
solo shenanigans today.
No, but we do still have like a couple of other options that might apply.
Did you contend with challenges above your current station? You sort of. I mean, some of the quartet were higher tier than you, so you can have 1 XP for that.
Okay, where do we want to put that? Where do we put that?
Is that crew XP or personal XP?
That's crew.
That's crew.
Oh, you only
Yeah,
put it in one place, so that's okay. That's easier.
Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I don't think we really mentioned them. We were trying to be quite, I suppose, quite hidden on that.
Yeah, you're keeping this sort of plotting murder thing quite quiet for some reason. Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
Goals, drives, inner conflict. I suppose we expressed the goal, which was to,
Yeah.
push us
You've been working
towards assassinating.
Revenge.
Yeah, revenge. And now I think about it, we did bolster the crew's reputation because we went up a whole tier.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I'd say you can have 2 XP for bolstering the crew's reputation then.
Yay! I mean, we're still nowhere near
go
a
up a
lot,
tier.
but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll share the crew playbook with everyone again after this with all the changes on.
Yeah, and I'd say 1 XP for the goals and drives.
Okay. Oh, that means we are 1 XP off from leveling up the crew.
Ooh,
Which would be nice.
lovely.
Yeah, well, I'll have to wait next session, I guess.
Mm.
Okay, on to heat we've done.
Yeah.
Okay, entanglements. What's the crew's heat level and wanted level again?
So 5 heat, 1 wanted level.
Okay, so 5 heat, that's 4 or 5, and that's 1 dice. Oop, that's a 3, so gang trouble or questioning.
Okay.
One of your gangs or cohorts causes trouble due to their flaws. You can use fate, forfeiting rep, equal to your tier +1. Make an example of one of the gang members or face reprisals from whoever they wronged. Or questioning. The blue coats grab an NPC member of your crew or one of the crew's contacts to question them about your crimes.
Not Boney M.
Yep, Boney M was shouting about... Yeah, let's say Boney M was shouting about how she finally got his head of the razor. Yeah, the acolytes were all out drinking because they apparently had a bet over whether or not she could shave off some of your hair and get away with it. And a couple of off-duty blue coats were looking for someone to arrest, and Yep, unfortunately she was the lucky winner.
Well,
So we're going to make a fortune roll to see how much she talks.
she better not. Oh, it's
Okay, so
almost
that's...
half.
she's a member of your cult, so I'm going to give her 3 dice. To
She's
see how well she...
she's a tough cookie.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 6.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Silent.
you're in the clear.
She's still very loyal and dedicated to the cause.
Stoic Boney M.
In fact, a couple of the interrogators just, after a while, she doesn't move, but after a while, a couple of the interrogators just run out of the interrogation room crying.
Yes.
She's worn them down.
Okay. Okay, that's downtime sorted out. Oh wait, entanglements rather. Scared you for a second there. Let's go on to downtime activities.
I was going to say.
So you get 2 each. So what would you like to do?
My first one is going to be healing, I think.
Okay. Well, you know the drill. Roll your well, tell us what you're going to do to indulge your vice. Oh, healing. Sorry.
Yeah, healing. I'm going to our Physica.
Yep. Lancet. So, I believe she has 2 dots in that. So,
Here we go. That is a 5.
okay. So,
2 segments.
Have a-
Nice. I'm not
Yep,
100% there yet, but I'm 3 out of 4 on recovering. Nice. And I will have to indulge my vice as the other one. Because I have
Okay.
traumas, so I have to.
yep. Well, you could just take stress, but okay. So, tell us how you're going to be indulging.
Well, I think I'll go to the theatre with Nyrix. I had a lovely time out with her recently, and I think we'll go for that.
Excellent. Roll your lowest attribute then.
That's now a 1. Oh, interesting. Oh, I might overindulge. And let's see. That is a
exciting.
3. How much stress have I got? 3! Fuck yes.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Excellent. You just have a nice night out, relax, and maybe cry a little about your hair, and a good time's had by all.
Yeah.
Only one kid laughs at you.
I draw the pistol.
Alias, no.
Alias, yes.
Hey, what's that you got there, Alias? A pistol. No.
Oh,
It's my
God,
little
yeah.
special friend.
Okay, Agatha, what will you be doing for downtime?
Well, I've got a level 1 harm, but I feel like that's less urgent than the stress. I should probably get rid of some stress.
Okay. Roll me up. What are you going to be doing to indulge your vice then?
Yeah, that's a good question. I hadn't thought about it yet. Well, I guess I slip away from Norin for a bit and I go seek out my provider, Drusilla, for some relaxing whatever the BDSM equivalent of being involved with female wraiths is, I guess. Like just some kind of less frolicky than usual and a bit more hardcore.
When you say wraiths, you mean actual ghosts, presumably not the gang members.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting up to.
Pretenders.
I mean, like
Ghost
spirits,
posers.
but spirits with some real spirit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay, roll me your lowest attribute then.
My lowest attribute. What's that again?
Okay, so your ability, your action scores are all split into 3 categories.
Mm-hmm.
Each of those
Insight,
categories
prowess,
is
resolve.
your attribute. Is an attribute. You have your score for an attribute is equal to how many actions you've got at least 1 dot in.
Yeah. Okay. So insight is the lowest then. Well,
Okay.
Same.
insight
Shocking,
and
isn't it?
prowess. Insight I've got 1 point in 1, and prowess I've got 2 points in 1. So insight, I guess.
The same effect
Okay,
either way, I guess. One.
Yeah.
So just 1 die, roll 1.
Yep. If it's just 1 die, just roll me 1 die.
Mm-hmm.
If it's roll 2, take the lowest.
1, finally a bad roll.
Okay. That's 1 stress off then.
Well, clearly Agatha is having a bit of hard time recovering from
Join me on
You
the trauma train.
She'll just try to do more of that for her second downtime.
Okay. Can you roll twice? Yeah, I don't think you. Yep, you can roll again for your second downtime activity.
A 5.
Oh, okay. How much stress did you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So you're down to 2 stress then.
Woohoo! That worked out. Yeah. Okay. That's good.
With that, that's the end of this session.
That was really good fun. I
That
really
was
enjoyed
great.
that,
Yeah, that went a lot more smoothly than I was expecting. Been a bit of a busy week, so I'm literally I've been reading my notes. Like I've literally got napkin notes here.
That's
It
sometimes
went
the best
very
way
well.
to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
No problem.
I say napkin notes. They're actually literally written on the back of my hand.
I feel like all of this game is improvised anyway, so
Mm.
Like literally had ideas while I was at work. I've got barbershop quartet written here.
I love that.
in advance. I was
And
actually
then
thinking I needed to sort of tie them together somehow. Well, actually, I'll be honest here. Nick asked me for a title. I thought, yeah. Well, the other title I gave him, I've forgotten exactly what it was. Something about close shaves. I realised, wait, if I involve barbers somehow, that title would work.
Yeah, crew cuts and close shaves was the longer
That was
title.
it.
Yeah.
Crew cuts because you're literally cutting a ship's crew, and also your crew cutting and
Mm.
I mean I don't need to explain puns.
Iconic views. How did I not realize that it would involve the Guild of Icons?
Yeah.
I didn't see it either.
I've been playing mind games with Nick this entire time.
But yeah, that was fantastic. It's 11:30 though, so I need to stop at the bare minimum. I need to take this off.
Yeah, same. I need to.
Yeah.
Well, I've got work in the morning, so
To be honest, I should get 1
Yeah, I
XP
need
for
rest as
doing
well.
for rolling a risky action by wearing this shirt. A desperate
You know what,
action.
Alan?
That's it.
you know what? I'll allow it.
Oh. Well, Well, that amusingly has filled out one of my XP tracks.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether to pick a point in consort or sway. I'm wondering what's better.
Wait, no, it hasn't.
Whichever you
Thing
use
for
the most.
Agatha.
Oh, God.
Well,
Damn it, it's not remembered it. Hang on. That's alright.
I
I can
would
remember it.
I used sway more this session, but I would have used consort more if I had actually had points in it. I'll think on it a bit.
I do wear gloves at work, Pixel. I'm not a monster.
I won't make the decision yet. I'll think on it. Okay, well, it's been a good one.
I'm gonna get better at
Yep.
swaying, I think.
Yeah, for you, that's definitely. Definitely.
I'm actually running out of points I can put in resolve. I can put it one more in command, or I can start putting it in a tune, which doesn't make any sense for Alias.
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe he could have branched out a bit.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Or,
It's like.
or, you know, when in doubt, just have a character develop the ability to walk to ghosts. It works for me.
It's true.
Agatha is completely resolved, while mainly attuned in commands, and then she's got like 1 point in study that she's used twice or so for inconsequential things, and then she's got 2 points in prowl. She has, I think, used once when we were doing the heist where the shooting happens, maybe. But yeah, she's very much focused on the spirits. And yeah, she's kind of fled from Norin already now for the vices, so... Well, who knows, maybe we'll run into her again.
Or
Maybe.
Norin.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her.
Yeah. Agatha feels sorry as well, but she can't really dedicate her to a relationship with a living person.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go to the outro screen and I'm gonna say goodnight to you all now. That was fantastic. I look forward to the next one, and I will see you all later.
So
and have
do
a
I.
good evening.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Have a...
Cut Brie off there by accident. Oops. But yes, let's go to. There we go. Let's go to the bye-bye screen. I don't know what size I will be on the bye-bye screen. Apparently, I'll be invisible. Hello. I'm still here, honest. Yeah. So that was really good fun. I don't know why. There we go. That was really good fun. Thank you all for watching. I did a lot of weird improvising on that one. But this is the final thing to ever broadcast on Cursed RP, because after this, the channel's getting shut down. All of the stuff from here is going to be merged onto my main YouTube channel. Consolidating will let me just sort of push everything together. So it's going to my main YouTube channel. It's not going to Twitch, it's going to my main YouTube channel. And I've disappeared. God damn it, Touchball. And that's where it's all going to be. It's all going to be as usual. But this is going to be the last one on here.